We lost him.
Yeah, he's.
No.
Oh well, there you are. You looked like you were very.
I can hear you the moment that I said, "Hey, everybody," and it was like.
No, you were staring very intently, like you were like waiting for the cue, way too professionally. Like I was like, oh no, it's time. You're good.
I mean, I was. So, for a heads up for everybody tonight, my city is going under a lot of thunderstorms, so that probably might happen more often than usual. But hello, everybody. Welcome to Rep RPG's Blood in the Bayou. I am your storyteller, Sway, tonight, and this is our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicles set in Louisiana, specifically New Orleans and the surrounding bayous of greatness. So if I could have somebody tell us what Rep RPG is, who are we, what do we do?
Cody, go.
Hi, so yeah, we are Random Encounter Productions. We do tabletop RPGs, and we have been doing them actual plays. We do have one on Monday nights, which is our D&D 5e High Fantasy campaign. We have this on Friday nights. And then most consistently right now, we have Call of Cthulhu, Masks of Nyarlathotep. On Saturday evenings. We just finished the prologue in Peru, and we are about to launch into chapters 1 and 2. And so that is a very exciting time. Also, we do some other random RPGs that we do. We have some Gloomhaven nights. We're trying to get back to occasionally during the day. I stream other RPGs, video games like Elden Ring and things like that. So yeah, that's the broad strokes for us here. And we're super excited to have you guys around.
No, so my question is, I saw something you posted in the Vampire channel earlier. Are you thinking about playing that one?
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. So Blood Hunt, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt came out. I just got the notification, but apparently it came out like last week. And there was some open betas for it. I've seen like the people over at Outside Xbox play it. It looks really fun. It's a battle royale where you are kindred, I believe somewhere in Europe, and it is the night of a blood hunt. So it's a big battle royale game. You're stalking around. There are humans around for you to feed on to heal yourself, or if you get caught fighting in front of them, I believe that breaks the masquerade, which lets other vampires know where you are. Like there's some cool mechanics to it. So
it's kind of like Skyrim. You can just stop mid-fight and eat something.
I don't know if it's quite like that.
I saw some people do that where it's like I would be fighting Cody in the game, and I'm like, hold on, and then run away, and then go jack somebody off the street and like blood bag.
Yeah.
And they have like
stop shooting for 1 second. I'm really hungry. Just hold on.
I know we're capturing the flag. However, I need to capture my takeaway at the moment.
That's it's the moment when the Uber Eats or the DoorDash or whatever has made like they've rung the doorbell and you're like, oh, all right, excuse me. You just drop the controller.
But in this case, you take the driver with you.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I am excited to give that a try. I also just the idea that VTM is opening up more and more of their IP for people to make creative things with is really, really cool.
They are allowing people to create their own games on itch.io and to profit off of them. Technically, that is like it's meant for like people who are doing game things with like indie game digital creation, like video games. But technically, we would fall under that category if we ever wanted to make a module that fell into the VTM category. We could. And that's fairly fucking awesome.
Yeah, that is a really, really cool thing to have for a publisher and all of that. So
it definitely gives us the ability to create our own setting inside Vampire the Masquerade as at large without going. I know that New Orleans doesn't have a Malkavian prince who is conflicted and yada yada. But in this world, it does. Do you want to play in it? And then just go ahead and put it in there.
He's conflicted? I just assumed that he was, that we didn't know everything.
Crazy?
That's a different thing.
I don't, he's got his mental conflictions. So we went ahead and did the link in chat. If you could tell us about your loots that you and Cody are creating and putting together for everything.
Hey, hi, hello. Which is appropriate for this month. The pin of the month for this month's Patreon people is our chaotic spooky design, which is just very give, amazing, phenomenal. Well, bam. You have the lawful spooky version. This is the chaotic spooky version. I know.
I don't have the cool one yet.
Well, that's not my problem. We have a link. It's not my fault you haven't bought it. So we have this. It is first come to the it's like first come first serve, but the Patreon subs get precedent. And that's a good time. Yes, Pixie's always the loudest. I'm sorry, I'll shut the fuck up. I'll just turn myself down. I apologize.
No, you're not.
Nope.
You don't sound particularly
I
loud
don't sound
to me.
loud to you. I'm the loudest to the people on chat.
Okay.
I'm paying attention.
Okay. That's
So you're fine. I'm listening to the people in the audience. Because you guys hear me on a different channel than they do, because I have to have the audio on a separate thing on OBS.
A separate audio source.
Yes. Yeah, so we have, you can get a pin to match your hoodie. We can put dice sets together. Also, Cody has been doing an amazing fucking job learning how to make resin dice sets.
Yes.
Are, like, those are all ones he made. Everything in his hand right now, he fucking made. They're goddamn gorgeous. Do you have a chunk with you? Do you have one of the bigs?
I do.
Because I'm in love with all of them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm obsessed.
Especially in like Lexington. So we had what were they called? The memorial ones?
The legacy.
Legacy dice.
Yeah. So we had the legacy dice, and then we had the other one next to it, and the dice trays and the dice boxes.
The swords.
Oh. Yeah, and we just had them out, and people were like, "Hey, what are these?
Can I have it?"
It was great.
Someone called it. I'm gonna call them this when it's not the legacy. I'm gonna call them this. They were like, "Is that a Franken D20 made of other dice?"
Yeah.
And we have a lot of dice that have failed that we can't sell to you. What we can do is absorb them into another die and make a giant D20 full of dice.
I'm here for it.
And we're going to.
Yep.
So we're actually working on perfecting all of that, and we are doing all of that shit. So we're really, really excited.
Yeah, definitely go check it out. Especially the Pin of the Month Club. You're guaranteed greatness every month. I still love my jar that Pixie put together. It's my Elder Splash / Lawful Spooky, because at the time they didn't have Chaotic Spooky. So after lots of pressuring from me and everyone else, we have Chaotic Spooky now. So definitely go buy those before they're out of stock. And get your little nipple jar.
Yeah. Alchemy nipple jar.
Yes, alchemy nipple jar.
They're officially called apothecary jars, which is just such a failure of a name when you've come up with nipple jar, which is was a spur of the moment choice when I was at MegaCon, and I was like, I need another jar, and Cody was like, what jar? And I was like, the one with the nipple on top, and he goes, excuse me? I'm like, you know what I meant though, didn't you? Like, you knew what I fucking meant, and he was like, yeah, I did. So we have. I mean,
to be fair, there are jars that have like corks in them instead of.
I know,
but
that's not a normal nipple
That's
shape.
the difference.
Randy, we have shipped to Canada before. It is a little more expensive. However, the perk of doing Patreon instead is we basically waive the shipping. So if it's a little more expensive for us to ship, that's on us, not on you. So that is a thing.
But so that is just one of the ways that you can support Rep RPG and the show itself. Some other ways is hosting here on Twitch, sharing the content with your friends, of course, and following us on all the socials. That really helps out. One, for you to know everything that we're doing and see the pictures of everything that we're doing, and two, it also just helps the channel grow. And then all the creators there on the screen. So let's do that. Let's talk about everybody that's here tonight. We'll start off on left to right as the Twitch stream gets to see it. Pixie, tell us about yourself and what you do here on Twitch and who you are.
Sorry, Bex's comment just fucking broke me. Anyway, hi, I am Chaos Pixie Magic everywhere on it. You're welcome, see? On every fucking platform. Thank you, Bex. I am a cozy variety streamer filled with glitter and chaos and squishmallows. I was just also given sometime this weekend I'm going to be beta testing a game called Lost Nova that is releasing on the 11th, and I got an early access stream key for it. It looks adorable. So if you want some cozy vibes and adventure, Krista, I'm excited to make those for you. And like questing but soft and cozy. Please come follow me on my name. I can't do a shout out for myself, but oh yes I can because I'm rep right now. I fucking can, or sway
Too late.
it and I'll shut the fuck up. Randy, you are not too talky. Please talk all you want. We like an active chat. That's me. Next.
All right, so next up would be Meg.
Hey, I'm Meg. And I stream sometimes over at Pearl of the Swamp. And the rest of the time you can see me over here at Rep doing weird stuff.
And so Cody, you stream here on Rep RPG.
Yes.
Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
So I'm a burgeoning stand-up comedian. I just developed a Twitter account. Developed is I just opened. I was signed up for. I've never had one. I think I have a follower or two. I know one or two people are. That's yes. Yeah.
So maybe if somebody could drop that in the chat.
It's Cody has Q's. CODYHASQS.
I will drop your Facebook page and your Twitter, which has no posts. You should fucking post something.
I should.
Ever.
That's why I led with the preamble of. So, but that is it. Rep RPG is my forever home. So.
And Kat, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Kat, and I'm here on Fridays. And on Sundays, you can catch me on Indigo Chameleon, where I play Strahd. I'm usually playing a mother of three, but she exploded last episode, so she is no longer there. So I'll be introducing a new character. Yeah, we flew an airship into Strahd's big evil tree, and
Fuck
I
yes.
died.
Fuck your tree. Fuck your tree, van boy.
It was very fun.
Man.
Well, we have a god who brings us back. But I'm coming back, but she's like, no, I don't want to.
No.
No, thank you. And then I also am the founder and creative director of Marquee Artery Productions on Instagram, where I do super scary horror stories that are interactive, that you can talk to the characters and make them make good choices or bad choices. It's super fun, and we're gonna be doing some new shows here soon. So come check me out if you want me to stalk all your Instagrams and Facebooks and be creepy.
Support isn't it can be. It really can be.
Part of my job is trying to figure out everything about you so I can creep you out. My job is literally stalk Instagram account.
Fair enough. I like it. And I am Sway, or Bardic Sway, here on Twitch and TikTok and everywhere. You guys know who I am. I'll be your storyteller here. Most of the time on my channel, I'm doing something vocally related, whether it's just chill video games or cozy, comfy spaces or ASMR. We're going to be diving into some more books here soon, where I do some reading streams for everybody just to chill out and relax from horrible weeks. So that's pretty much
them. All the
pretty
weeks.
Much all the weeks, all the people. I think most of our friends and people that we care about have had a horrible fucking we'll just say the last week. So try to do what we can as creators to try to make that better for everybody. So just know that we do think about what goes on, and we do love and support all of you. And with that, we're going to dive into Blood in the Bayou, where tonight our coterie is getting ready for a party. Now, we've had a night, I guess a sleep, a day of rest in between last session and this session. So I need everybody to make me a rouse check, with the exception of Victor St. James. Realistically, I assume that you have the ability to keep your hunger within control. And as our guest NPC, I'm not going to use your hunger against you. So, but my players, however, sorry, I like to use all the things against you.
I failed. I'm hungry.
A little hungry? Okay.
I'm hungry.
Same.
So we're all at 2s? Or is anybody higher than a 2? Okay. So we're going to start off at the bar at La Save tonight. That way you guys can get together, and before you zoom off to St. Louis Cemetery number 2 for the Smirks get together of kind of a maybe their weekly block party celebration of being Nosferatu and proud in the city while hiding from everyone. But at the same time, kind of recognizing, doing a show of recognizing the new hounds and new sheriff, and playing the music that Jem suggested for them. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys. You're at LaSalle. Now, Cody, you can in at LaSalle or at St. Louis number 2. Depends on how you would like to go about this based off what we talked earlier about. I'm going to leave that up to you. Whichever way you want to go with it, whatever Victor would do, I 100% support. So we're going to turn it over to, I should say that we don't have Matthew / Jace tonight.
And we've already started a hype train for the night. Immediately.
Holy shit, Batman.
Immediately.
Well,
Good
thank
God,
you guys for
y'all.
the support. That's also another way you can support.
It's a hype
is
train
by
for Megan's brows specifically. That was the cheer. That was
I'm
what was
fucking here
happening
for
in
it.
chat.
Yeah,
It's real
I'm here
good.
for it.
So good.
I'm gonna need you to come do mine. That's why I have bangs to hide them.
I'm gonna need you to come do mine. I'm just bad at that.
Just do what I do. It's the 90s. Just bedazzle the shit out of them, and you're fine.
Oh my god,
In the
where's my
90s,
glitter?
I was still plucking them into oblivion. Like I didn't have like that. We were in different places. Ugh. Thank you, Billy.
I'm not gonna age everyone here and tell you what I was doing in the 90s.
Oh my god, please don't. I already hate myself tonight, Kat. I
went to middle school today.
already want to jump in front of a bus today. Can you please not make me hate myself more?
I had nap time at school. All right, you children.
Child. So I'm going to turn it over to the coterie tonight. We don't have Matthew. We don't have Jace. We're going to assume that they are doing their extra witchy goodness and trying to create some things that might help the coterie going further. But in real life, Matthew has things that he has to do. So we wish him well and good luck. And then tonight it's just the girl members of the coterie. So burn it down, ladies. Burn it down. I turn it over to you.
You picked the right time to have
Right?
all the
we can put.
Can
we
we
can
go?
put some
Can
stuff.
we move this party to Washington D.C. for no reason?
we can put some real life stuff into the game. I just didn't want COVID. And I was just like, why isn't she wearing a mask? Well, because I don't breathe. It's like I didn't.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Another charity stream. We murder all of the members of the Supreme Court, but for charity.
So
Like
anyway,
with the sex traffickers.
Oh.
Only in a fictional universe. In
Oh,
a
wait.
game
Obviously.
that's in
Hey,
Hey,
Vampire
hello to the
Masquerade.
NSA agent that just popped into the chat.
Yeah, who's the storyteller? He's been here the whole time. His
James,
name
James,
is
don't worry about it.
Slade.
I got it, man. I got it. It's fine. Just don't send it to the FBI. Got you. I'll see
I'm
you
gonna
on Monday.
stop talking. I was fucking kidding. God damn.
Hey, everybody's playing too. You're good.
So, ladies, take it away. Don't burn the bar down. It's really expensive in game to rebuild.
Listen, Fred would kill us.
Yeah,
Lou might kill you.
Lou might kill me anyway. It doesn't really. I mean,
It's fine.
yeah. Jem is wrapping a CD at the bar in newspaper. So there.
Someone just cheered like 10,000
Yeah, that's
bits.
Aiden because he and Voodoo are fighting, and he
God
knows
damn it,
that
Aiden.
Voodoo can't keep up with him right now because she's paying for my tattoo in 3 days. So
Yeah,
like,
Voodoo is lurking and doing lurky
Like-
stuff.
like Voodoo's about to be tapped out. Like,
Oh, Aiden's-
shit!
So for those of you guys who don't know and are maybe listening to this outside of Twitch,
What?
biddies are our support for a channel, and we have 2 people that love us enough to fight each other for top spot.
Give me a second.
So-
I'm giving us a cup finally.
Feel free to continue to do that, and we will continue to provide you reasons to come back.
I need vodka with how this is going.
Do it.
I need.
I just poured me more rum. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So Jim, what are you rapping?
He's wrapping a CD in
Amazing.
newspaper, and there's like a small gift bag thing.
Kitty like, comes out of her room and because she's getting hungrier, she is wearing less clothing because that's a thing that I have to do when I feel hungrier. She's just like in a bralette and shorts, and she just comes downstairs. She's like, "What you doing?"
Hey, no, I was just getting some ready for party tonight.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm excited
We're
too.
going to a Nosferatu party. That's
Are you gonna
fun.
Are you gonna be okay? Because I think we have to go like in there.
I think maybe if I'm not okay, I'll go. Like I'm not gonna force myself to.
Yeah, I
be
know.
Uncomfortable.
But I don't want you to like miss stuff. Do we need to get it? Do we need to pick up some takeout on the way?
That would be ideal.
Okay.
Might do that.
Now, you do have Yo-Yo around, even though she is the ghoul of Pixie or Siren. She still has blood that you can feed on. It's a little taboo. It's like
I feel weird drinking from Yo-Yo.
Amy doesn't.
I'd be like,
Is that official? Is that official?
No, it's not official yet. You haven't seen anything.
Do that.
You haven't seen it. It's not official.
Rude. I'll feed from Yo-Yo. I don't care.
I like mine a little more terrified of me. So
yeah,
it's true. Like
I'm good. So.
While you don't need that, like you don't require that. If that's what you really just choose to feed on, you can fuck up somebody in the alleys like that. We're gonna stop here for pull over takeout.
Give me a minute.
Just game over.
So I'm gonna text Siren to see where she is and if she's coming with us on our burner phones that we have.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll meet you there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Victor will send a group message. Dear Coterie, I hope this text finds you well.
Jem will switch the jukebox music in LaSalle to some like 5-minute string quartet cover, something from the Bridgerton soundtrack, so that we can listen in the proper headspace.
How much time has passed in game since I was here last? Like 2-3 days?
Yeah, if
Longer?
that. Like about 2 days, maybe at the most 3. Not much.
So much.
Right. I have found these 2 days to be frustrating in their inability to provide us with accurate answers. And while I appreciate your continued social activities, I hope that this evening's festivities will yield more than purely revelry. I plan to attend. It is at your discretion whether I arrive as your patron or merely a guest of the Primogen. Yours truly.
Jem's gonna.
The signature is like its own text because the other one's like it just text 1 of 6, 2 of 6.
Oh my god!
Jem's gonna send a GIF of whichever Weasley twin it is asking. I think it's Angela Johnson to the Yule Ball.
Yeah.
That stupid shit. And then it just says, "You're coming as arm candy."
Dearest Victor.
No.
No, he just has a translator on his phone to understand. It just runs through like a separate algorithm. It's just the algorithm is just another NOS, just like I think they mean this. He will understand it as
Yeah. So he gets that, and there's a long period where like Victor is typing.
Yeah.
And
just K.
Nothing happens. It stops and starts again, and stops and it starts again, and eventually, what comes through is a broken link And that's it.
Cool.
Fair.
I need everybody who's not watching the screen to know we have a small ghost overlay now.
I see that, and I was like,
"That's what that is." I was like, "Who's little ghosty boy?"
It's ours.
No?
It's Whiskey Lou. we have
we have Whiskey Lou.
the tiniest
Lou.
ghost because I was trying to fill some space on the overlay while Aiden was doing that because I had the cup and I needed to fill empty space. And so there's a seasonal offering that's look out, a ghost. A small ghost will haunt your stream. But he's very friendly. And I'm like, well, I love him.
He's perfect.
So it's Whiskey Lou, him ghost now. Yes, Nemesis is still doing the thing. Because I gave him a cup to fill.
Gosh.
So he will randomly pop up. And I love him, but I needed you to fucking know that it was happening.
Oh my goodness.
I appreciate that a lot.
After these text messages, Kitty looks at Jim and says, I have something very important to show you. And I disappear behind the bar, and I pick up Fred, who has a little bow tie on.
He does.
I'm bringing him to the party with us, so he needed to be properly dressed.
No. Oh, that's right. We assume that you always have that on, right?
Yeah, we decided to do that.
He's so handsome.
He is the handsomest boy.
Yes.
He agrees.
Tell her. Yes.
Oh, that's not going to be fair to everybody else. You're going to be the most handsomest boy at the ball.
And he kind of like scratches it. I'll strip right now, and I'll still be the most handsome ever.
No, we're gonna keep it on because you look handsome. Take it off when we get back home.
Does it have a bell on?
It does now that you've said that.
This fucking monstrosity. Trying to ruin my stealth. I am the darkness. I am the, and then he just kind of like rambles.
He's doing the Dark Knight monologue right now. I let him watch it the other night, and it really was a bad decision on my part.
Oh, can I give him some scritches too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel?
Rachel! Oh my god!
I only let Fred watch Batman movies, and that's exclusively it. That's it. That's all Fred watches.
That's all he needs.
And also, Spot only watches Mafia noir TV shows.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just kind of hops on the remote. Yeah, see? This is what I'm talking.
My bird's gonna call a hit one day.
Actually, now that Burb is here, can we talk about that? The cat's one thing.
Yeah.
But the health
Spot has a top hat.
The health department will shut us down if we have a bird in here.
What if he with?
I'm not saying get rid of him, not even fucking slightly, but
like he can be sneaky. Like
okay, yeah.
If someone's like, "There's a bird in here," it's like, "Oh no, there's a bird in here. How'd he get in here?" You know.
You have noticed that unless he's fucking with Fred, he pretty much stays on like the shoulder of Kitty.
Fair. That's fair, and it's not.
But like 100% that the health department would be like, "What the fuck do you have a bird in here? Those are nasty. They carry disease." The cat's fine; he just licks his balls.
What is the bird? What is this menagerie in the bar? Cody's face. Excuse me. That's still not fine.
No, the cat's not fine.
If I can't do it, they can't do it. Thank you.
There's cities that elect him as mayors. This should be okay.
It's fine. It's cool.
There are bars in parts of Orlando that have like bar cats that just wander in the middle of open mic nights and jump on the bar and start walking around. So yeah, but still didn't seem like a great idea.
Oh no,
maybe I'm just bitter about the cat.
Megan finds it reprehensible.
Ooh. Oh no,
I thought it was me.
Oh, there she is. Okay, we're good. Oh goodness.
So,
I mean, he knows not to like use the bathroom in here. He knows that, and
that's right because that's for customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he does. He looks out for us. He does his job.
And I look out for him.
I was joking.
Watch it, bird brain.
Fred, we're not arguing with Spot right now.
Oh, there's no arguments.
I'm a mother of all these animals.
You guys you put talking animals in the game. They're NPCs.
They're just rapping and watching.
Siren is not there, thankfully, for any of this fucking nonsense.
Jim, all you hear is tweet, tweet, meow, tweet, tweet,
yeah.
meow, meow.
Yeah, I know.
I'm translating. I actively translate.
This is the best thing on TV.
Honestly, I don't even watch anymore.
This is like watching a telenovela without the subtitles on and just like guessing what they're fighting about.
Every now there's a little flap, like, what, bitch?
Spot is literally bucking. So cool. Well, I'm gonna go get ready, and then do you want to get food, and then we'll go, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take us some takeout.
Okay.
And then we can meet back here, and we can either go on my bike or.
Yeah, we can do that.
Heck yeah. All right. I'm gonna go get some num nums.
Okay. I'm gonna go put a face on.
All right, then the camera is going to pass itself over to Siren. It was very much like I was just going to come in later because I'm doing stuff.
No, who's just actively having a party-related panic attack. Like,
okay,
the last time there was a massive gathering of us, she got shot! Like,
and then
she
the
has
time
every
before that, a
reason
lot of
to be
people died.
afraid! And if we're currently not trusting she is just like, she is in, like, I'm assuming somewhere at the place that was Vegas and is now apparently fucking hers. And Hammy's. I'm assuming there's some kind of recording studio. Or like...
Yeah, it's like a soundproof room that Vegas is kind of jammed out in.
Yeah, she's just there. She's just jamming out there. That's all she's doing until the last possible minute to not be considered rude. At which point she will haul ass.
When you say jam out, what does that look like?
She's the femme version of I'm begging you with the drums. And going fucking nuts.
Then what I would like you to do is roll me a willpower check, please.
God fucking damn it! Trying to get it out of my system beforehand! Willpower, where are you? Just willpower? Okay.
Yep.
Everything is okay.
Is it? No! Oh no, never mind. Zeros are good. Okay. Crits.
Yeah, zeros are good in this game.
Sorry,
yeah.
Panicked. Panicked. Crit success.
Okay. You feel like there's a power that you could tap into, but that's not what you're doing. And you don't feel a strange pull on you like you did the night of the kneeling. The night of kneeling. Coming to a smut store near you.
Oh, God.
You don't feel that, but you feel like that little tingle that courses through your undead body right before you use awe or presence in any way. Like you could... No, you're fine. Like it's almost like a tickle that almost comes. The cup's looking pretty fucking full right now.
It just whoosh, it moved.
Oh,
it didn't
there it is.
tip.
There it is.
It shifted because there's a giant tesseract in it. Now it shifted. I think it would take a coordinated effort with a couple of people throwing the big ones at the same time for that to actually tip over. But so Aiden, this is a challenge. I do not think it can happen. Sorry.
So we're going to fast forward. Now, was the plan to meet at La Save, or was the plan to meet at
Siren's gonna meet at the cemetery because she's spending as much time as possible getting this fucking shit out of her system.
Okay.
And she doesn't want to have to explain herself.
That's fair.
So she's just
So Jem and Kitty, we turn it back over to you as you guys are getting ready. Jem, what kind of outfit is Jem gonna rock tonight?
Oh, she's going full Coachella. Yeah, like
I'm here for it.
Yeah. I was trying to think, like, what is the most Jem thing to wear to a party?
What Harley wears in Birds of Prey with the fringe jacket.
I kind of feel like yes,
right?
But also
the garbage fringe.
But like, but fancy because it's but like made of records, right? Made
not
of
even
CD
fancy.
covers.
Hers is just caution tape tied to her fucking sleeve.
But it works.
She's always wearing jeans. So I think tonight she's wearing like jean shorts and her Chucks. What band t-shirt is she wearing tonight?
It is important.
Yeah. Who are we
I had to look
tonight?
up Coachella fashion to figure out.
Oh, there
what
is
that
none.
meant.
There is. It's just like macrame.
Not unless you make
KDs.
6 figures a year by doing nothing, apparently.
Yeah. I'll get back to you on what I don't know what band shirt she's wearing, but she is.
Okay.
So no, she's not wearing. That's not Coachella at all. She's just wearing. She looks like a 90s kid going to the mall, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Robin Sparkles 90.
Nope.
Please, damn it.
So when we left Kitty walking up the stairs, you were just in a bralette and shorts. What's going on with Kitty's attire now? Like, paint us a picture of what everybody's looking like tonight.
You have great.
She's
news,
like, no,
guys.
that's it.
I have wonderful news for all of you. Kitty did laundry. I know, crazy. She wants the laundromat, but she's also one of those people that definitely like took off her clothes and was like standing just her bra and underwear in the laundromat as things were going. But she is still wearing like just those black bralette and shorts because fuck clothes. But she's wearing her fur jacket again, but it's all fluffy and nice now, and it smells good.
You floofed the booth?
I floofed it. It's great. But like 5 too many necklaces, too many earrings. Like she looks like a grunge kid trying to look fancy but doesn't know how.
I think you'll fit along, like fiddling nicely with the Nos, who lives in graveyards.
Love that.
So I'm still gonna leave it with the coterie until you guys want to pack up and leave, unless Cody's got something going on with Victor.
I was going to say that Victor does arrive at Le Save. That is where he is. So I guess he lucks out and catches them, because his broken link gif was not terribly impressive. But yeah, Victor is going to and you can always hear Victor coming before he arrives. Very much sort of on purpose. So his bike is definitely gonna pick up roaring.
Beat that bike one day.
I feel like
beat that bike.
when
Victor wants to be stealthy, Victor can be.
Yeah.
But other than that, he wants you to know he's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. That is 100% the thing is people get so used to, him roaring down the road. It like he doesn't. As far as being the sheriff goes, like he wants people to know he's coming and do this sheriff's really easy to like stash my ghouls or whatever before he shows up, and he's like, yeah, that's fine, feel comfortable, you should. That's what I want.
Exactly.
I will say, so Victor is what month is it? What season? What heat level?
It's
still
Louisiana,
spring.
right? Yeah,
We
it's
had just
New
done Mardi
Orleans,
Gras.
so
Yeah.
Okay.
it's always balls.
we're currently like a month ahead of time of Blood in the Bayou.
Okay. Okay.
Weather-wise.
Yeah, sounds good.
I say like my weather is completely fucking different than everyone else on the show. It's probably very much what you guys are dealing with right
now. Okay. Well, luckily vampires don't sweat, so that makes fashion a lot easier for them. So Victor shows up. He is wearing, he's wearing his usual jeans. He's got his big biker boots on, but you can tell that these have a embellished steel toe across the front of it, and the straps are sort of hidden. His jeans cuff over, and he's got little like crosses that serve as like buttons along the cuff of his pants. He's wearing a white like dress shirt, and that's sleeves are rolled up, rockabilly style, and his black biker vest that just has the big Bruja Anarchy A on the back, and then he has one on the over the heart, but it has a hound face devouring it.
So it's like a more badass biker version of Danny Zuko.
Yeah,
like World War II, kind of like World War II biker.
Yeah, exactly. That's
what they tried to be. Yeah,
that's what he was. He was a rough rider. Like he had the old hand stick shift on the Harley, right? Back before you kicked him.
My 2022 brain goes, oh yeah, he's dressing up like oh no, that's him. that's his
what,
dress wear.
So it is so like because he was he was young in World War II. He got out, and then that became like a cool fashion, and those were his formative years. So whenever he needs to look cool, he dresses like a rockabilly, like not in like a ironic way, but in a I've got a dress shirt, it's white, the vampire statement of wearing white and it actually being white and being clean, he loves. And yeah, he has, he's got a variety of like biker jackets and stuff like that, but he makes sure that like his cuffed jeans, they have, like special little like buttons that sort of hold that up. Nothing on his arms or hands, because those are more, threatening or weapony. But he's also got a little bit of like Mexican, how to put it, like Mexican Catholic fashion is really kind of like,
gotcha.
Like crosses and everything, and crosses and skulls are just the fashion of this Mayan biker style. And he's like, yeah, so I put it on me. He's all dressed up. If you don't like crosses, that's your issue. You can take a step away.
Yeah, I mean, and realistically, like you've been around other kindred that like averse themselves from crosses, because it doesn't matter if you're true of faith. It's just like they're stigmata kind of thing. They're wild roses. They're running water and grains of rice. That's cool. It's very much like, fuck off.
Yeah. It is. It's very Bruja. It's very. I can do this, and if you can't, sucks to suck, my dude. This was cool. It will always be cool. If you do not think so, we can have a discussion about it. So yeah.
While I'm wearing all my crosses.
Yeah. You really want to talk about it? Come on, let's go.
All right. So then, go ahead. So, well, I'm going to leave it with you guys. You guys drive the show, and I'm the world tonight.
All right. Yeah.
Portishead shirt. She's in a Portishead shirt.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
And her face is full on like Gwen Stefani.
Oh my god.
With like the little buns.
Don't mind Sway just looking up who Portishead is.
Oh, my heart.
The song you want is Glory Box. That is the song you want.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best vibe for probably the energy that they represent as a whole, and it's going to get you everything you need.
Yeah.
Aren't you proud of me for knowing that, by the way?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised. You actually have remarkable taste in music.
I do not. I will.
No, your taste in music and your knowledge of music is absolutely embarrassingly shit.
It's abysmal. It's horrible.
Fucking hell. Cool. So Jem's got a little gift bag. And
Victor comes in, looking around and sort of.
Ooh. You look handsome.
Oh, right. Thank you. have to.
This whole thing.
Got it. And he's like, yeah, it's all right.
So, are you ready to go? Do you need to do anything?
Giddy comes downstairs with Fred, like right next to her in his little bow tie. It's the cutest thing in the world. And she was like, "Oh, howdy, Sheriff. How you doing?"
I like this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing
Fred
well.
Fred likes how you look.
Oh. He,
Also, he says thank you for the shark
of
that you
course.
brought him.
I did not say that.
You did, or last shush.
Doing the
Nice bow
southern
tie.
mom, like squeezing his arm. Do not embarrass me. In front of... Don't embarrass me in this Piggly Wiggly. Cool. So we good to go? I think Siren's gonna meet us there.
That's what she said in her text message.
Yeah. By the way, what was this supposed to be? She just shows him her phone.
Oh, well, that's not. He like tries tapping it. He's like, it's supposed to be the it's supposed to be the little movie, the and he tries to do like that thing, whatever
Which
that
one?
is. What is that?
There's a couple.
Oh, hold on. I have it saved here somewhere. Give me a second.
God. Gets out a pair of spectacles. HTTP.
Hold on.
Colon.
Nope. I have it in a file. I have saved it in a I filed it.
Huh?
Yep.
He has
Yeah,
a
I
folder
filed it.
of GIFs and GIFs.
Yeah. Let me see. File. All right. Now I can never remember if these are under images or videos. That's the part that messes me up.
Images.
Images.
Usually.
All right. Let's go with
Which is bullshit.
and he pulls up. So he pulls up the eventually gets it, and he has like a bunch of them saved in there. But he pulls up the Big Bang Leonard Hofstadter.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. It was worth the wait.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that show. I know some vampires that remind me of Sheldon.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
So party?
Party.
Sure. Party.
All right, so 2 bikes.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to race Victor again.
Oh God.
Jem, who are you riding with?
Well, she's got Fred, so I'm gonna go with Victor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
God, now I'm terrified.
so Fred gets like you try to like hold him in your lap, and he like kind of like climbs over you. He sits perfectly on the back of the bike because he's a ghoul. And throughout your ride, no matter how fast you go, if you looked back, you would see that he's chilling, like just like he's gripping,
Yeah.
but he is just with his bow tie and all his little face fluff just going shh. So
like
that's probably the best face scratch he's ever gotten.
This is a masquerade breach somewhere, but I'm not gonna question.
How the fuck is that? It's got to be a vampire. That's got to be a vampire cat. It's just
whoever sees it. There's some random person on the street that's like, oh my God, look at that. Some other random ass Cajun person's gonna walk up and be like, oh yeah, no, that's what they do down there. Shut
I do that with my gator.
Yeah, I do that with my gator. Exactly. Like there's just some, and they're like, I guess that's New Orleans.
You never seen a cat on bike before?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the extent of all of our Cajuns. Thank you.
I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Swamp People lately.
Oh no!
Please let that be the extent of our Cajuns. I beg you.
You've never seen a gator on a holly.
Okay. So
tell me what I have to roll to win this race.
Is Victor racing? Is Victor going to try to race Kitty, or are you just going to let Kitty think that you're racing and Kitty
Don't
can
do that?
So what what Victor is going to let her take off racing, and then instead of trying, because he's already outsped her, he's going to just cut the bike across literally anything he has to. So if we got a Blues Brothers through the mall, if we're he's going to do that.
With Jim on the back.
Yeah.
Jim is clinging to him.
Kitty, roll me a dexterity drive.
Okay. Oh God. Okay, don't fuck
I'm guessing
me.
I will be doing the same, so I'll go ahead and prep that.
Yeah, go ahead and do yourself a dexterity drive as well. Kitty, what did you get?
I got 5 successes.
You got 5 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
A good like head start lead. You turn around and he's starting to go. And you're like, shit, I don't know if he's fucking with me.
Probably.
And you're just like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna beat him there so I can brag him.
Beat him there. One day I'll win there.
Okay. 1 success and 1 critical.
Okay. So yeah, Kitty, you maintain a lead.
Yes.
So go ahead and another stage of this. Go ahead and roll another one. Victor needs to roll 2 dexterity drive checks.
Okay.
That's 3 successes that time. 2
drive.
What was your first roll on that, Victor? 4? 4 successes?
4 on the first one.
Okay.
And
we're going to do 2 checks. Just tell me what your first check is, and then we'll get to the second one.
That was the first one.
Okay. So your first check, you had 4 successes on it, or you just rolled a 4?
I rolled 4 successes.
Okay. So with 4 successes, you start to say, okay, she can have her fucking lead, and you start looking off and trying to find like ways to cut around. And you see from your nightly travels that you've done throughout the city, you see like, okay, this should connect to this street. We're gonna have to go through an alley, but I think I could get her like 2 blocks before she gets taking her way. What was your second roll?
The second one was a 4, but one of those is a hunger critical.
Okay.
So 3 successes on normal dice and a hunger critical.
So we're just gonna count that as a regular crit.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna do a bestial success for driving.
Okay.
Though
drive angry.
Jem, for a second, you hear and kind of feel this like rumble in Victor's chest as you're like clutching on. Kitty, you zoom on, you look back, you don't see him. There's like some cars you think he maybe got stuck behind, and as soon as you're pulling up to St. Louis Cemetery number 2, you actually see Victor and Jem already parked off the bike and is talking to Siren. Siren, you at this time would have been either driven or have arrived yourself. And Kitty, you thought you were flooring it, and they're already sitting there waiting and talking to Siren when you pull up.
Jim is sitting on a curb, just headed, just rocking.
I don't need to breathe, but
oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
I get off the bike. One of these days, Victor, one day, I will beat you at this.
And so Fred hops off the bike, and as he walks past you, he looks back to you and says, "Not today," and then turns and keeps like walking, and he's like walking to Victor.
All right.
Just stole my cat's loyalty.
Your cat is the elder wand of ghouls. It's like, oh, if you're not gonna win, I don't want to be around you. All right.
What?
And so
that now requires you at some point to do the with Fred's tail.
Just imagine that TikTok, just like.
I gotta grab my orange cat and do it.
Oh,
he has a bow
man.
tie somewhere.
So you guys pull up, you see that St. Louis Cemetery number 2 is lit up with like fairy lights, with some like Christmas lights, some Mardi Gras colored Christmas lights throughout the fencing and along what looks like the outer ring of the mausoleums and the graves. When you guys were driving up, you realize that it actually makes it harder to see inside of the area because of all the lights at night. You can see figures. It looks like some of them are wearing masks, like very clearly wearing masks. And then as you guys watch and kind of talk to amongst yourselves and look inside, you see that some are very distinctly not wearing masks, but the outside people might think they are. And you guys are far enough away that if you guys want to talk about anything before you approach, you guys can. But I turn it over to you all.
Hi, Siren. You okay? You good?
Good as I can be. Rather just get out of here if I in one piece tonight. That's all.
Is there a chance we... Oh. Got it. Yeah.
Is there something I need to be prepared for? Are we expecting not to be in singular pieces?
I ignore the alert that just happened. That was false. Sorry about that. No, just want to keep an eye on things tonight. That's all. And don't like crowds of strangers. Freaks me out a little. Because she hasn't actually had a chance to talk to him, I just realized.
Yep.
She was planning on it. It hasn't had a chance to fucking happen.
Yeah,
God
that was...
Damn it.
That was my fault. We were going to do that last week, and then I had to cancel for last week.
It's fine. So I don't say that then, because I did forget that I did not get a chance to talk to him. So never mind.
Okay.
Hi, Siren.
She say, I know I'm frozen because I can see the stream, but like, hi, hello, I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my fault for we had to cancel last week, but that was going to be a catch up. So, as you guys are talking, you do see that one of the custodians, full in like jumpsuits, blue jumpsuit, like Michael Myers blue jumpsuit attire. You hear the gates open, and you see him, and he kind of almost looks like a door guard, kind of like a bouncer-esque kind of vibe to him. Just kind of waits for you guys to approach or do as you do.
I'm gonna text my yo-yo that I'm here.
Oh,
yeah.
What was his real name?
I don't remember. His name was Yo-Yo.
His
name is
fucking Yo-Yo.
We do have 2 yo-yos. What was his fucking name?
His name's Yo-Yo, baby. He did this. I don't know what to tell you.
I know his family invented the yo-yo.
Duncan. Then his name was
Duncan. Thank you, Duncan.
Because Duncan yo-yos.
I knew it was a yo-yo brand, and I couldn't remember. I knew it wasn't like Fireball. So with you texting Yo-Yo, then you'll see him very quickly arrive and kind of like, fist bump the guy's chest that's standing outside and walk up to you guys. Now he doesn't look like one of the custodians, but he just kind of looks like he is a regular guy at a Coachella or a kind of grungy-esque festival. Very nondescript guy in like tattered jeans, a jean vest that has a big like vampire skull on the back of it. Very like, man, this guy really likes vampires. And like chains with some fangs on it. He's got a Punisher skull shirt, but the Punisher has 2 fangs instead.
Kitty immediately takes his arm and like hip bumps him and goes, "You clean up nice."
When you hip bump him, like it doesn't move him at all. It just kind of like it's like you hip checked a wall.
That's fair.
Like, so do you all. Thank you guys for showing up. I know that you guys are in a lot of ways the guests of honor tonight. If you would like to follow me inside, we'll go ahead and set you guys up. We have refreshments. We have refreshments available, drinks available of your favorite type to drink. And he just kind of waits. And if you guys will follow me, he doesn't know how to do this. But
you're my friend now, so congratulations.
He's very much like, I have a friend outside. I'm gonna go get them and bring them inside.
And I start walking with them if people follow me or not.
He does kind of give Victor a nod of respect, but in a guest capacity of, I know who you are. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. It's not my place. So let's go inside. And it's kind of turns with Kitty on his arm and walks inside. I need everybody to make me a wits awareness check.
Got one success.
One success, 2.
We have 2 whole luck points, fam.
I'm good.
2 critical successes and another success. So
3 successes, 1 is critical.
So 5 successes for me.
So both Siren and Victor, you notice that when you guys walk inside, that the custodian kind of rolls his eyes at Duncan and Kitty. Just kind of very like almost a disgusted, like, fucking whatever. And then just kind of, it's very subtle, it's very quick. But Siren and Victor, you both catch this. And you guys walk inside. Sorry, Kitty, you didn't see that.
Why the custodian is still alive.
Yeah,
why the custodian is still upright.
And as you guys walk inside, it is very it's like Mardi Gras Take 2, but darker.
Yeah.
Like not Day of the Dead morbid. Like it's not got a death feel. It's not like a celebratory of death, but it's like a lot of fucking skulls, a lot of like death motifs, but not a celebration of death or being dead. It's just, we like dead things here, like that kind of feel. What did I miss, Siren? Pixie?
I found a way to make us haunted portraits.
In fair.
Zoom.
Okay.
And it's the coolest thing I've ever done in my life, and I love us.
What?
All right, immersive view.
Yeah, sorry. I figured out how to make us haunted.
Welcome to the haunted mansion.
Sorry. I'm gonna go back to normal. I was just trying to do cool overlay things because I feel like we deserve cooler overlays. You can't see it yet on the there it is on the stream. But I'm gonna take it back now. Sorry, carry on. Ignore my faces.
I'm sitting here just going, "Arr," and then it's all regular. I'm just like, whatever.
No. Wild.
But a very like punk / goth / alternative vibe here. And you realize that this is kind of them putting on airs in a lot of ways. Especially for you, Victor. This isn't like Nosferatu aren't like gross and dirty. Well, I mean they are, but at the same time they're not like the outcast where I'm just gonna like listen to rock music because I'm sad. This is a little bit of putting on airs.
Performative,
and they're doing it for fun. And as you guys walk through there's only the one custodian that you saw up front. Everyone else is in a form of party attire. You got some masquerade masks. You have suits that have been like ripped up and then stitched together in very obvious ways, showing off a little bit of the fact that whatever view you're looking at, you're not seeing the whole picture. That kind of vibe and mentality, which does kind of go hand in hand with the Nosferatu of it doesn't matter what we look like. We're dangerous, we can fuck you up, we know everything, and we're far more powerful than you would like to think. So in that way, it's performative as a statement, kind of, which is very on brand if the Nos are going to invite anybody outside to an organizational event, a clan-based event. And as you guys walk through, there's not a lot of people that, no one's going to stop you and say, hey, welcome to the party. It's not really their way.
Are there, from what we can tell, is there anyone here besides us that isn't Nos?
Not that you can see. It doesn't look like a very mixed event. It looks very much like you guys were invited to a Nos event.
Okay.
And hope to be invited to many Nos events in the future. Thank you. It's more fun.
And as you guys walk through, and you kind of realize that you're going the similar way you guys have went before to meet the Smirks or Id and Ego. Just like Rin had his place inside of St. Louis number 1, it kind of seems like they don't switch out mausoleums to day rest in. It's kind of like everybody has their own. And as you guys are approaching that, it kind of opens up to a central area that you guys have been in before. There's a fountain. It's a dried up fountain. It's not producing water, but it's a cherub. And tonight it has actually been spray painted in like black and neon. It's a very like almost Cupid-esque, where it's a cherub with like a bow and arrow, and it tilts down, and that's where the water would cascade out into the fountain. But it's been painted like black and then neon stripes through it, and very much like we do what we want kind of vibe. But that is the only, they haven't spray painted anything else, just kind of the cherub. They didn't desecrate any of the graves or mausoleums. But for the first time, you've started to notice that as you've entered into this open area, that there's mausoleum doors open. And you very quickly realize that a lot of the connected mausoleums have been demolished on the inside. So instead of packing them all closely together, now it's just one single, almost house-esque, but with multiple doors. On the outside, it looks like these are multiple mausoleums, and they've said, okay, no one's come to see these guys in 40 years, so let's go ahead and break out the walls. You see the lights from the inside. You see people going in, and you wouldn't have known they were connected until one guy goes in and comes out another door that distinctly looks like a different mausoleum. You see the lights on the inside. It looks like that's a kind of gathering place. But a lot of these mausoleums, it's almost like everybody has opened their doors to their neighbor kind of vibe. A lot of the mausoleums are open. Some of the caskets, the cement caskets, are open. You don't see Id and Ego yet, but as you guys kind of enter into this opening area, Duncan kind of hip checks you a little bit, Kitty, and goes, I'll go get the guys, and they're going to want to talk to you. But yeah, I'll catch up with you here in a little bit later. Yeah, and kind of leaves you guys to, you're all standing around the fountain. We turn it over to you guys. There's a lot of Nosferatu here. Some are making eye contact, some are not, some are refusing to believe that you exist to them.
Oh, anyone who makes eye contact with me gets like a smile and a wave, and like if anyone, I like actively want to talk to literally every person I can.
Those that make eye contact with Victor get the exact opposite. They get the They not even with that, but they just get the yes, I see you. I will always see you.
So you see a couple they're drinking from what looks like like red Solo cups, and when they take a drink and you see a little bit like blood on their lip, and they just kind of move it off and then see Kitty and they're like, hey, and they kind of look to the rest of you and see Victor and just kind of put their cup down and
yep, I just imagine Victor is right over Kitty's shoulder, just it's you zoom in.
Just out of eye contact, oh shit.
I'm going to take a look around, see if I can find Candide.
Okay.
And I say that to them as I'll I know I'm the buzzkill here. I don't mind. I'll let the young ones have a good time.
Real quick, because she wants to see Candy too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nudge Spot to go and land on Victor's shoulder and chill out with them.
Hold on. So you brought both of them. You brought them both. Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
And Spot knows Victor.
Yeah, Spot is going to kind of. So, are you giving Spot instructions?
Just to stay with them, and if anything happens, to come back to me.
Okay. And so he kind of flies up with his little top hat. Flies up and kind of hops from top of mausoleum to top of mausoleum. You see a couple Nos look at him, kind of go, what the fuck, and then look to you and go, okay. Gangrel checks out, party close, okay. But we're gonna leave it with Siren and Kitty for a second, while Victor and Jem kind of mosey about and look for Candide.
Kitty will immediately put her arm into Siren's arm to give her something to hold on to, and kind of just lean over. It's you okay?
Nope. Thank you though.
I got you. You don't gotta do all the talking. I'll do all the talking. And she will go into the mausoleum with all the open doors. That's very good for her.
Are you taking Siren with you?
Oh yeah, I'm taking Siren with me. Siren's
whether
attached
Siren
to my
wants
arm.
to be there or not, she's taking Siren with her.
Yeah, fair enough. So you get
Fine.
So you walk inside and you see that there are multiple kind standing along the walls, and they have their one arm underneath their other arm, and they're presenting and here's your wine cooler kind of thing, but the there's IVs put into a punch bowl, and every now and then you'll occasionally see it's not just drip, they're not killing themselves doing this, but it's very much and here's some blood on top of your drinks, and you'll see them they're every now and then they'll take a drink of orange juice, maybe eat a cookie, very much we're gonna try to do this as long as we can, but I'm getting tired.
That's kind of badass.
You'll see you see one of the Nos come up and kind of massage the arm, remove the IV, put a gauze and a light bandage over it, and kind of escort them. And there's another mausoleum nearby that they're escorting these people into that you guys haven't been in yet. But this is kind of the refreshment hall of the Nosferatu. There's a what looks like almost an Instapot where they're warming up the blood, and you can see that there's fruit inside. And there's
blood are you making a blood sangria right now?
There's a blood sangria, and then there's one that almost looks
right up Jem's alley. I feel like that is a blood sangria. That's one step away from blood gummies.
There's a little oranges and some apples and some strawberries in there, and then there's a there's a chest of ice that they're putting another punch bowl of blood essentially on top of, to keep it nice and cool.
Getting a drink. Kitty is I want some blood sangria real bad.
And so you walk up, and one of the Nos, I want to say the custodians, but you don't really can't tell the difference. One of the Nos comes up and he goes, oh, hot, okay. And he takes out, and it's like a little ceramic cup, almost like sake cup, but bigger.
Yeah.
And hands it to you. He goes, hi, so you're one of the hounds, correct?
Yes.
Nice. My name's Coach. Nice to meet you. Nice. And he kind of like hands you the cup and then waits for you to like switch hands. Like social shit isn't really like the Nos's vibe.
It's like Kitty gets along with them because she doesn't care.
He's got like long eyebrows, like one long unibrow that kind of just peeks off the side of his head, and you can see that he's got it like styled a little bit. And then it's a mohawk, but it's because the skin it's not scarred but scaly on top to almost create like a skin shelf where the mohawk comes out of. Like it kind of like ramps up a little bit.
I love my that's so cool face and their like that's just disgusting face.
He said skin shelf.
Skin shelf. Thank you. Yeah.
It's worse than flesh pocket. It just is.
Very, very scaly face. A lot of the ones that you've seen, a lot of the Nos that you've seen here, Victor, for example, and Kitty have been outside. These almost have a very alligator-esque viewpoint, like image or appearance to themselves. And Victor, you've known that Nosferatu seem to take up characteristics of their area the longer that they're there. The longer that they drink from the residents or drink from the animals that are nearby, their appearance kind of changes, not drastically so, but their skin in some ways, and kind of the modifications that happen to the Nosferatu body. Along the same lines of, if your dad has eyes that are green, you might have eyes that are green. Very like, oh, well, your dad's face and smile goes out to here with alligator daggers for teeth. Yeah, so does your son.
You all have alligator smiles now.
Yeah, a lot of them here do. And so he kind of shakes your hand and just kind of like walks away.
Goodbye.
And he looks back, bye. And it's like very politely, not very smiley, but very like, we're not having a conversation. I'm going to leave. Siren, do you drink? No. Okay, so Kitty, you can remove your hunger back down to 1. I know you said you were going to feed on your way, but you didn't. But now you've consumed
now I have.
enough. Yeah.
I decided to look pretty instead. So now I'm gonna eat.
Now you're good. So
Kitty's really just trying to be as social as possible. Like she wants to talk to everyone. And unfortunately, I hitched Siren onto my arm, so she has to come with me.
Super fun for me.
Oh yeah.
Super fucking fun for me.
I mean, feel free to detach yourself and wander around, but like you're
you can let go of me if you want.
Actually, yeah, she'd like to just go find a corner and do the cool guy lean, foot propped up against the wall of a mausoleum.
Cool guy
the red solo cup.
With the red, which she has not had a sip from. She takes a drink to be polite. She doesn't have any of it. She's just swirling like cup and just watching everybody.
You've seen movies.
Boring.
You've seen movies. You know the vibe I'm going for.
That's right.
No. Kitty goes, okay, go be boring, and then goes.
And I see Siren steal my style from like across the room. Can I be like, damn it, I worked so hard on this.
She just looks at him and
Kill
just
Bill Sirens.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, what energy is Kitty trying to put off? Like, if everybody's like, "Hey, come talk to me," or like, "You guys are the best."
Kitty's always like a very friendly energy. She's always very open, friendly energy. It's not like like, oh my gosh, I love Nosferatu. It's like, hey, I'm here. We're at a party. We should talk to people.
So
Kitty has slowly realized the only contacts her coterie has are very powerful people, and like, you guys should really get more contacts that aren't just the top people.
Yeah, it's very fair.
Are you giving out monster fucker vibes though?
No, I'm not giving out monster fucker.
Because
Cat is always giving out monster fucker vibes. Kitty is not.
Kitty's not? Okay. I don't know how you restrain that from your character's role play. There's no bleed over whatsoever.
No bleed over whatsoever.
Fred is mimicking you in a lot of ways of like.
He is also giving off monster fucker vibes.
Yeah.
No.
You see him like hop up onto the sangria, like the Instant Pot table, and looks directly at a Nosferatu and goes, meow. Like a very deep, like, gonna fuck you or fight you, meow. But Kitty, what you hear is, hey, how are you? And the Nosferatu goes, hi, cats. My name is Fred. You will talk to my master. Goes, and the Nosferatu like looks at you and goes, is this your cat?
Yeah, that's Fred. He's just introducing himself.
He understands me. Yeah, is he trying to talk to me? You know what I'm saying.
He is trying to talk to you.
And so you kind of walk over and you realize that Fred is getting an audience.
I love that.
And there's a couple questions as like Siren just kind of looks over like, I'm glad I'm not over there with that energy. But like you can't help but look. It's a cat on a table who's talking to another like obvious vampire.
Yeah.
And you get a couple questions, Kitty, like, is this your ghoul? He goes, I am a servant of the Lord and Master, Kitty. He's really talkative.
He really is. He's really asking a lot of questions. He really just wants to say hi to everyone. He's very friendly.
And so one of the Nosferatu, like, very like, can I pet him?
Absolutely. He's very friendly.
And he starts to move his hand and he goes, no. And he's very like, for a second, you hear no, but you're almost 100% sure that the meow sounded like meow. And
he's learning to communicate.
The Nosferatu kind of like, did he just fucking say no to me? And then you see that Fred just kind of like nuzzles his hand. Yes, now you may pet.
He has to warm up to you a little bit. It's how cats are.
And then as the camera just pans over to Siren holding her sangria of blood and confusion.
This is for Jim and Victor to walk in on Kitty having an audience with our cat.
You guys, the camera peels over to Victor and Jim. And the music hasn't started yet. But you see a couple of people like kind of swaying a little bit, like they're dancing, not dancing, but just kind of. Did the party get run over by Malkavians? Is there something in the blood? Because there's like a group of like swaying Nosferatu. And then they look and they see you and they just kind of like all wander off. And then from one, there's nothing you can say, like, because they're far enough away from you that Victor could catch them. You're like, what the fuck's going on?
I wanted to see if I could see if they're wearing earphones. If it's
okay, make me a wits awareness.
Like a silent rave thing.
Make a wits awareness for me and see if you can see.
See if I can see.
See if you can see.
One success.
One success.
Two successes.
With you knowing what to look for, one of the femme Nosferatu has like almost like a sun hat on, and when she turns and she sees you, you see a earpiece in her head, and she just kind of like looks at the other people, and just that's when the group kind of splits up. So you caught a little bit of that before. I really thought that was going to turn into a thing that you guys were going to do. It was just a silent rave. It was just, I just want to.
I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks. So I was like, how in the fuck are we going to have a rave in a graveyard?
Yeah.
There's a whole song about it.
And have the kind not find us.
No, not Delta Ray.
Yes, but I was going to say, but Sway would never have heard those songs.
And I was like, it's got to be a silent rave. It absolutely has to be.
I'm putting it on YouTube.
But as the group kind of disperses from one of the, not alleyways, but one of the walkways between the mausoleums, you see a kind of darker skinned Nosferatu who you very quickly realize that it's Candide. But in an attire that you've never really seen before. She's very much wearing like a I had it up here a second ago. She's wearing a it's very much Queen of the Damned-esque.
Oh no.
Where she's kind of got like Princess Leia / Queen of the Damned, I rule here attire on.
I would like to take back my monster fucking comment.
Oh no.
Immediately.
Very, very feminine, very I'm in control, very metal. She's also wearing fang jewelry. They are not metal fangs.
Oh no.
You have seen this necklace one time before, and that was on y'all's induction night. Mm-hmm. She breaks out the fangs of those she has slain for like her own reasons, and tonight is one of those nights.
Hey, actually, Victor, I have a question.
All right.
Do you have the sword now?
Do I have a sword now?
You can have a sword if you would like to. Candide did not relinquish her sword.
Surprising no one. She just fucking.
You cannot see a sword on her, but you haven't like looked her up and down.
Yes, I have. That's all.
Then as she is kind of coming out of one of the walkways, she kind of like raises her hands up and does a very snake-like dance, and as she turns around, you see that she is wearing a smaller form of that sword that goes from the nape of her neck down
She's
to
pulling
like,
a Wonder Woman?
She's Wonder Womaning it?
She's Wonder Womaning it.
She
has clenched it in her ass cheeks. That is where
you guys
it
don't
goes.
understand. Candide is a badass bitch.
Yes, I do.
No, we know.
Yes, I do. Yeah. And she's gonna top me tonight. Absolutely. Oh God.
I love me some Candide. She's a badass bitch, and she would rule New Orleans.
Look, if all we gotta do is kill Dad, I'm down.
I need a Candide Raven Queen power couple. That's what I need.
That's fair.
Oh.
Yeah.
But she comes out and does this very like snake-like kind of twirl, and then sees you all, and then takes the headphones out and goes, "Hello, you guys are early."
Hi.
And she walks up and she goes, "Sheriff," and she actually puts her hands behind her back and kind of nods her head.
He'll match the bow. I'm so sorry. I got distracted by sword. Is a sword a ceremonial vampire sheriff weapon?
It's common.
Okay.
But every sheriff will have their weapon of like, and this is how I will kill you. If it's a very show of force.
Well, that's just me. That's just Victor walking around.
Victor has his like crossbow of fuck vampires.
Yeah.
Victor keeps that hidden. That breaks down in his jacket. He doesn't have his jacket today. So I guess I should have some sort of ceremonial death to the proletariat blade.
I think you're right, man.
I think it's just you. Yeah.
I mean that is how he shows
killed
up.
a man with this.
You get the impression that it was, and this is similar for a lot of cities, that a sheriff will have a very obvious display of, it doesn't matter what you think I can do to you, this is a weapon, and it is meant as a weapon instead of it's a very overt way of showing force and authority in a world where all of that seems to be behind smiles and politics and guile. It's the sheriff is here to fuck shit up if need be and has no qualms about doing so.
Right. Yeah.
And Candide was known to give her sword to the prince at some points for him to enact his own, like, you don't have to rip his throat out. Here, just cut his fucking head off. And then in easier. It's a very aggressive show of force,
Sure.
Or of authority, I guess, not of force.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds good. Primogen, this is a lavish event.
It is for our clan. It is one of the only ways to get out of our, well, I would say sewers, but get out of our own comfort zones and actually have to see others and enjoy tonight. But as always, keep your eyes and ears open.
Always. I do appreciate the opportunities to live well. Otherwise, what's the point of eternity?
It's nice to be able to have returned to a little bit of that myself.
I appreciate that. The job definitely does have its demands.
And how do you, and she looks around a little bit, just kind of side-eyeing what is around. And she goes, so what have you to enjoy about the new job?
What have I to enjoy? Enjoy might be a bit of an overstatement, but there's definitely a familiarity to it.
I would assume it would with your background.
Yes. Beyond that, plenty of reason to meet and spend time with kindred of the city. It affords me at least an invitation most places. But I find myself still very much on the outside.
I fear that you will indefinitely, as long as this position is bestowed upon you. But are my kinmen respecting your authority? And she kind of smiles.
Respect, absolutely. However, being respectful and being helpful are unfortunately different things.
I feel that eternally.
I thought you might, and it is deeply unfortunate. I had hoped that the events some months ago, as well as our continued issues throughout the city, might serve as a rallying cry for some of the younger.
You would hope, wouldn't you? And she looks around a little bit more, like almost lost in thought.
It's unfortunate that danger and forewarning, while far more effective, often falls on deaf ears, especially when that threat isn't immediately displayed.
What's disturbing is that all of the kindred throughout New Orleans and throughout the world wide know that the sun will kill them. So they seek shelter. They seek solace with inside. She looks around. There's stone walls, their own fortresses, their own security and whatever they might hold secure. But a mortal walking around with a little white collar on their neck doesn't invoke the same fear when their entire lineage and breeding and education and militaristic fashion has been devised solely to kill us. The sun goes away after a certain point in the day. Those white collars do not. And yet, present company aside, and with the exception of the prince, it seems many don't care.
I have to believe that it is not a fact of caring. It's perhaps I'm old. Or maybe it's a generational issue. Perhaps it is a locational one. But I remember when I was a child, a war across the Atlantic felt very far away. The truth is that until you bear witness to it, it all is very ephemeral. And the horrors that kindred and kind can commit upon each other, those are acts of will. That's what doesn't die. That's what doesn't set. It's the will of people. Imagine what they did over petty differences. The rhetoric, the propaganda. And yet, to call us monsters would not be hyperbole.
That's what disturbs me the most, is that I think that with the kindred here in New Orleans, they're almost numb to
tragedy.
The tragedy, the backdealings and backstabbings between each other. And I certainly am afraid that if the will of others is stored and hidden to unleash upon others in one attack, that there may not be another night to enact vengeance or planning or precaution. And that is something that I have been trying, and she very apparently is getting irritated with her line of thinking, is that that is something that I've been trying to bestow upon these only a few blocks away from me, who just assume that every night will be just like the last, and there will be an eternity of other nights. Some of these have never seen a Hancock. They have never seen anyone who will act in overt ways, just placation and guile and subterfuge. And they don't know that someone will drive a stake through their chest while they sleep.
I had hoped to impress that urgency upon them as well. I'm afraid, however, they hide behind protocol. As is, I apologize. I know they are your clan, not necessarily your kindred. But I would find the specific hosts of this event very... Oh my lord, Cody, you just blanked on the clan.
Nosferatu, specifically id and ego that you're talking about.
Yes, yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I'm trying to say they're behaving like Chase's clan, like
the Ventru,
like the Ventru. There it is. That's what I was trying to. I find their behavior very Ventru.
And she kind of snarls a little bit, not audibly, but like just kind of a grimace, and she goes, I can't help but agree with that sentiment. It almost seems that Grin gave them land and power out of a familial pride, a familial generational gift.
You'll forgive. Please go ahead.
No. And instead of something earned or even stolen, but just given due to birth, is, like you said, a very Ventru.
What did they say on that show? What was it? They had the cold people. The ships. The iron price. Was that a thing? Was that a thing? I'll look to Gem.
He's trying to figure out Game of Thrones.
He's trying. He likes pop culture. He really does. He just doesn't remember it all. So like that's
to
the
be
thing.
fair, you've had a lot more pop culture to ingest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Game of Thrones.
Right. Yes, that one. But that was a question I did have. You knew and worked closer with Grin. I understood him to have his own agents, and I know he relied on you a lot, both for your position, but also for your skill and expertise. Did he ever rely on the twins for... I would have thought them being his next generation would have utilized them. Did he in any specific or at all?
From what I can gather from when I wore the sword for the prince and my time now as Primogen and just being a Nosferatu in the city, it seems almost as if id and ego, I believe the coterie calls them the smirks, the smaller of the grins. And she looks to Jem and kind of smiles and kind of nods her head.
Okay, sorry.
That's clever. No, I like it.
I am very much appreciative of that.
Yeah, puns are amazing. I love puns.
Truly, the longest lasting of humor. Yeah, it almost seems as if they were, in some ways, a scapegoat of Grin's. Hidden eyes behind hidden eyes. Where if a Nosferatu did something, that must have been out of St. Louis number 2. I'll check on that for you. Where Grin had his homeless agents throughout the city, his vagrants, his estranged from kind society. And I find them to be worth protecting and utilizing and protecting, whereas id and ego, and then for you all, for Jem and Victor, you see id and ego walk slowly up through the alley, like you see them like kind of turn the corner.
He's very hi, it's good to see you.
And she turns and she looks back to you, Victor, and says, id and ego, as you can see, do not hold the same alignment with the kind population of the city and choose to... And at that point, id and ego kind of arise. And ego goes, we choose to have our own, guard our own, yes. Primogen. And it kind of like keeps his head bowed. And ego bows his head to Primogen. Sheriff bows his head.
It's not until I'm sorry, id or ego. I don't know exactly which one.
Ego is the mouthy one. Id is like the grunty, forceful one.
Great. It's not until they've spoken specifically to him that Victor will even look or acknowledge them. Like he lets Jem, he lets Candide turn and speak to them, but the entire time his focus has remained on Candide, because the last time he tried to talk to them, they told him to talk to her. So he understands the he can be a prick about it too. So
yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. So when he does finally say sheriff, he'll turn and ego.
And he goes, I first and foremost welcome to our St. Louis Cemetery number 2 in our little gathering tonight, and try to liven up the nights, and of course welcome you, and
much appreciated. Thank you for the invitation. And
of course.
It is as I had already complimented Candide on, a lively and vibrant event.
And Candide will kind of nod her head at the compliment, and Id and Ego, Id stays with his head bowed, and Ego goes, we do try to, what is the phrase? Well, we try to make this a shining place in the city when we can. And Candide kind of like very slowly looks over at Ego and looks back to you. I hope that my clan treats you well and that they act within the accordances of our sect.
I am absolutely certain they will follow, and I'll sort of cast over the twins as the letter of the law, if not, and then back to Candide, if not the spirit of it.
Well, let's hope they do. Otherwise, as the primogen of the Nosferatu of New Orleans, I would fully expect and request and motivate you to use, well, in some ways you're following in my footsteps. In some ways we're all following in yours. So I would expect that you would be able to rectify the situation to the best of your experience.
I do have a singular experience, so I am at your service, Primogen, and I am as well at the service of, and I'll cast to the twins, the service of all kindred.
And she nods her head.
Like a kid who is
like, oh shit,
at the table where people are passive aggressive arguing.
And
but she's not been excused from the meal, and she's scared to ask.
And
I believe Jem brought a gift.
Yeah, I did actually. She'll reach into the bag and pull out a thin CD that's wrapped in newspaper and hand it to Candide. Primogen, here, as a thank you for your hospitality. And then she'll hand the bag to Id specific, like she'll put herself in front of him. And actually, I got this for you. Sorry, it's a thank you for inviting us and for the party. It's a, well, I don't know if you have a CD player. So it's a Walkman, and the Batman and Robin soundtrack, because you said that you liked Smashing Pumpkins, and it's really good, and I think you're really gonna like Soul Coughing, and it's a really good cover of Poison Ivy. But if he like takes out the Walkman, it's used, it's old, it's got JLM like written in Sharpie on it,
okay,
with hearts and stars and like Lisa Frank stickers that have like long since scratched off. It's her old one.
I love it.
Because you can't find Walkman.
You cannot. No.
Does it have skip protection?
Of course it does. Does that mean anything? No.
But it hasn't.
Yeah.
And
so
you see,
hands him the bag.
You see Id get a, for the lack of a better word, a grin on his face as he smiles. He goes, "Thank you, Jem."
Oh, you're welcome.
And he looks at the Primogen. He looks at Candide. Primogen. And he looks to Sheriff. And then he kind of looks a little bit side-eyed to Ego. I'm gonna go listen to music. And then literally just like turns, and you hear like the clicks, and you see the headphone. Like you hear a couple clicks of like, how does this click? And you kind of just, as he walks down the passageway, just kind of like you see the back of his head just kind of like nodding along to the music. And Ego goes, "Well, thank you, of course, for the gifts. And as the Primogen would give you all expectations of courtesy, I would like to extend our welcome as well."
You. It
Much
seems like a real banger. Where do we get earphones.
Oh.
Were we supposed to bring them?
I will work on that.
Oh.
And then the moment that hits, Jem, you hear the music that you gave them being broadcast throughout the cemetery. The record player that you have given them has been hooked up to be broadcast through the PA system of the cemetery of a, we'll be closing in 10 minutes. Please say your goodbyes again to the people. And we will see you short, like that kind of PA system. What song would they hear? Like, what is a song that you would have put on that track or that disc?
Trying to think. Hold on, I gotta pull up my playlists. I will say there's like a note on the back of the disc that she gave to Candide.
Should put it on the back. That's kind of.
Well, it wouldn't be on that one yet. It would be on the one that you gave.
No, I know.
Them.
I'm just on the one I gave.
Go for it.
Wait, it'd be on the one I gave. I didn't give them a mix. I gave them,
but it was I couldn't remember the actual vinyl that you gave them.
David by Daisy and it's Sound Cream.
Okay.
So it's a bunch of really awesome EDM stuff. I mean, vinyl wise, I gave them Alt J and the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, that's right. You did give them the Smashing Pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
I think as you walk away, having given Id the Batman and Robin soundtrack, which I just watched the other day, so that's still fresh in my mind.
It's a good soundtrack.
It really is.
It's such a good soundtrack.
You start to hear Smashing Pumpkins play throughout the cemetery, and then Ego goes, "I believe that is my cue," and then he bows slightly, like not a full like 90-degree bow, but a very like respectful unsalute to you guys as he kind of bows out and walks away. And Candide goes, I hope that they prove themselves before we have to put them to a test of proving themselves.
I hope it is us that is the. I hope it's us that puts them to a test rather than the Second Inquisition.
They wouldn't survive. And she will call a nod to you all.
That's a fun party.
And go ahead.
Like she's about to bounce. I kind of wanted to give it to you by yourself. Feels a little awkward, especially after all of that.
If you need a moment, Jem, I'll excuse myself. Apologies.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. It's fine, I guess.
I mean, I didn't realize. That's fine. I'll.
And she looks kind of thoughtfully and goes, Jem, would you like to come see me at Cemetery Number 1?
No, that's okay. That's
Okay.
fine. No, she like can't look at her. She is. Whew, she's sweating.
They're out. They're like.
I know.
I mean, they're a little scaly.
I'm trying. Oh God. Okay, stop talking. Sway. I'm a godly woman, but you're testing me, sir. You're testing me, and I don't like it. Do it more. I wanted to get you something because when you go to a party, you should always bring the host a gift, and I don't know what your song is. I don't really know what you like, so I thought I would give you Me. So it's all the stuff I listened to when I was in high school. When I really first started like listening to music, and I thought maybe you might like to know who I am a little bit, because that's kind of y'all's thing, right? Is knowing God, is it hot?
She smiles hot, and kind of like clasps your hand a little bit. If you have it in your hand, like she will clasp her hands over yours and it. We don't have.
Victor has stepped away to allow what hint of
privacy. Allow this to happen.
Yeah.
And she kind of like holds the. Is it a CD? Is it a?
Yeah, it's a mix. She burned her a CD.
Oh fucking yeah! So she holds that and holds her hands, and she she leans into your left ear and goes, "We do try to know everything that we can. Choose carefully who you give that knowledge to."
Yeah.
And she kind of like taps your head with hers, like while she's like whispering, and then kind of like walks away. And then that is where we're going to cut for a break tonight.
And if you're on our Discord, I post that playlist in the Discord.
Oh, nice. I like it. So we're going to take a quick, what do we think, guys? 10-minute break?
Yeah, it should take me 10 minutes. Absolutely.
I'll be in my bunk, says Meg. All right, got it.
I'll be in my bunk. We'll see you guys back here in about 10 minutes. Go get you some hydrations and some snacks. No blood sangria.
You can't tell me what to do once we get offline. You're not my supervisor.
Sanguina. It's Sanguina.
There you go.
Oh, no. Okay,
yeah, they called
we're
it.
done. Nope.
They called it.
Welcome back, everybody. We are Rep RPG, and this is Blood in the Bayou, a Vampire the 5th edition, Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition campaign live play. We are having a little Nosferatu get-together tonight, allowing the coterie to meet and greet if they would so like, as well as have some private conversations that they...
Is it me?
No.
Okay.
You died.
Not it.
We should
All
have
right, we're at a
hand signals
party.
for that. We should have hand signals for like
Cool.
me, just me, them. Can we just?
I don't know why my... interesting. Okay,
You're back.
We'll just start Brady bunching when that
yeah. I don't know why my Wi-Fi. I think my Wi-Fi went out.
You did mention thunderstorms were coming.
Yeah,
so I feel like you answered
a little
your own
bad
question.
right now. It's a little bad right now, but I had to input my key again for my Wi-Fi, and I'm like, I didn't an hour ago or 3 hours ago, I guess. So as I was saying, this is Rep RPG. We're doing a Vampire the 5th edition Masquerade. I'm going to just stop talking. Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition live play here on Rep RPG, where our coterie is having a little Nosferatu party that they've been invited to kind of do a meet and greet, as well as a chance to have some private conversations and that they might not otherwise get the chance to.
My cat's the star of the show.
The cat is getting a lot of attention. Now we're actually going to pick back up with Candide and Jem. Candide had walked away. Now she's still within earshot. She's still within. Would you like to call her back, or is there anything that you would like to do, or do you just want to go catch up with the party?
Also, we're vampires. I feel like half of New Orleans is in earshot, so like that's like a very different.
Yeah.
distance.
I mean, if you wanted not the rest of the cemetery to hear you, you'd be like, Candide, and she'd be like, yes, and like you guys could hear each other from 50 feet away.
Jem is she's still low-key freaking out.
Fair.
Yeah. Just go walk back over to Victor. Oh, that was good.
That went well. Yeah. That was real.
Solid.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very very cool.
Very professional.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for me. Oh, on my yes. I was talking about you.
I think. Yeah.
I think that went. Yeah. No. I mean, as far as that goes. Have you ever heard of Queen?
Which one?
I meant you're like the music person, right?
Have I heard of Queen?
Yeah.
The name rings a bell.
I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry if that's a dumb question, but I was gonna ask if there were any other people, like, you apparently give everybody music, so but you had never really given like me music, and I was wondering if because I liked early Queen, and then they did a bunch of other things, which was good. I like that too. I was just, I don't know. I was trying to. relate to you on your
CD store. If you want a Queen album, we can get you one. But
I was trying to ask for a more modern recommendation.
Ooh, Flaming Lips. I believe in a thing called love. You're gonna absolutely flip your. Oh, and the Killers. I think you'd love the Killers.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Like my voice cannot go up that high, but like.
And
I'm so glad Kitty isn't here. She just fall more in love with Victor, and it'd be a problem.
I also weirdly feel like Victor would enjoy Cher. I feel like Life After Love he'd be about weirdly. Like I don't know why.
She's gonna take her phone out and like get her earpods, whatever, set in, and she's gonna give him one and put another one in. So they're gonna Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist real quick, and she's just gonna scroll through, be like, ooh, okay, so this ain't a scene, it's an arms race. Absolutely, give that a play.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like it.
Right.
Okay,
Sure.
she's mentally making a note. Yep. Smile like you mean it. No, not that one. Somebody told me. Killers?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Tight.
I had heard the other day, and you have to understand, for Victor, the other day could be anywhere in like a decade, right? I had heard.
What is time?
Was it like? Oh God, I don't know what the genre is called, but it was like shouty barn music.
Shouty barn music?
Yeah. Not country music, but like, hey, there's a lot of and stomping.
Crunk?
No.
What? Megan's now trying to figure out what shouty barn music is.
I thought hick hop for a second.
Shouty barn music?
Trap music, house music.
No.
Is it Outcast?
No. He's trying to get to like Lumineers, like
Mumford and Sons.
Mumford and Sons.
Murder
Yeah.
folk.
Murder folk. Okay, no, yeah, absolutely. I very sadly do have Lumineers.
Don't say sadly like some of their shit isn't good. Okay.
Okay.
I love the chat also trying to figure out what Victor's saying.
No, it's fun. I like it.
I'm not gonna lie though. Now that I know what it is, I'm never gonna think of it as anything other than shouty barn music.
Like I mean, he does like, what is folk music? Like for him, it's a whole other thing. He's Camptown Races would be the equivalent like age year span for him. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's public domain, so let's rock out with our cock out, my dude.
So yeah, like as far as keeping up with like musical genres.
Oh, then you know what? Oh, fuck it. She's actually gonna text. Help me, Jerry.
Okay.
Say, hey, I don't know if you're. Yeah, she's gonna take her earphone back. Sorry, I don't know if you're at the NOS party or not, but can you run to the store really quick? I will reimburse you and pick up a copy of the Twilight album, the first one, please.
He messages back. No, I'm not gonna. It wasn't Ghouls. He messages back. It wasn't for us. It was just for them. Yes. Can you meet me at the gate, or am I allowed in?
I'll meet you at the gate because I don't know how any of this works.
Same. 20 minutes.
Heard. Yeah. So I got something coming for you. Oh man, you're gonna flip. It's really, really good. It's got a lot of what'd you call it? Yelly barn? Screamy barn? Shouty barn.
I said shouty barn.
Shouty barn.
I don't think that's a technical term though.
It is now. Yeah. It's got a lot of that. It's also got some really like nice modern stuff, but some things that are a little like softer and nicer. And some nice instrumental things. I think you're gonna like it. You just need to look past the fact that it's the album of what it's the album for.
I don't understand that, but okay.
Excellent. When I give it to you, you're gonna want to hide that shit.
Okay. Don't let it be seen. Understood.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get made fun of.
Oh, all right.
By Siren, relentlessly and viciously.
I'll leave you. I'll give you here. You can put it in my saddlebags.
Yeah, I just put it on the bike.
Yeah, there's a key to the saddlebags. You could.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can have it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
I hold the power.
She thinks long and hard about slipping this to Kitty, and then remembers that she likes her neck being where it is. So okay.
Yeah. Also,
one lap. Let me do one lap on it. Just one.
Just one lap.
If you don't think he'll sense that from afar, the moment you touch that bike, he's like, all is not well. And he'll just be there, bitch.
My bike.
There's a disturbance in the blood.
The bike is his ghoul. That is actually the secret. It runs on Victor's blood.
Oh my god.
He's found a way.
You thought he was Captain America or like James Bond this whole time? No. He's the Ghost Rider.
That's it. There it is.
I could see that.
Yeah. He'll also they can start walking back to finding other people, but as they're going, I was never a good dancer, but I wished I was, with like I guess you guys would call it like big band music, like
swing and stuff.
Put on Zoot
I
Suit
guess
Riot
so.
right now. Put on Zoot Suit Riot right fucking now.
Yeah, I mean, because it wasn't a big band back in my day. It was just like a band. Like you had to have everybody there, and then, well, I mean, it wasn't big until somebody came along and was like, "We just need a bass, a guitar, and a drum set," and then everybody took it. That just took off,
So you don't know how to dance?
I mean, I get the basic idea. I'm not like good at it though.
Do you want to like dance?
Well, I just like the music.
Do you want to dance with someone or just dance by yourself?
Well, I never really danced with anybody.
So do you want to dance?
I don't really see the point, but
you want to dance with me?
I told you I don't know how.
Okay.
Kitty senses a disturbance in the floor.
Yeah, she just is gonna like grab his hands and start doing that really stupid just
leave room for the Holy Ghost.
Oh, absolutely. For Whiskey Lou. Leave room for Whiskey Lou.
Whiskey Lou. I sense a disturbance in the force.
Put that on a t-shirt. Leave room for Whiskey Lou t-shirt now. Give it.
Do the twisted shout with him and jump around a little bit. No, I don't even think it's like to the beat of anything that's playing.
Oh wait, I did. There was a day concert that I went to, and there was a dance. It wasn't a dance, but like they were. It was, I guess, like it was more like fighting than dancing. There was jumping involved. Is that what that is? I did good at that. I was good at that.
I bet we could get one of those going.
I was good at.
Some little Nosferatu like blood bag guy gets like thrown 30 feet out of the cemetery. Hey baby.
Where did Id and Ego go? Well, I mean, Id went to go listen. Where did Ego go?
Ego kind of walked back to the fountain area.
He's just gonna like Muppet arm. Ego. Can we have a mosh pit?
So you get up there and it is the music is still going. It's louder in this area, and more of the Nos have kind of gathered here. Kitty and Siren, what are you guys up to now that the music has kind of started and more people more Nos have gathered in this area?
Siren's just watching harder.
We're gonna do some dancing. We're gonna dance. We're gonna have some fun.
I want to know what love is.
No, listen, Kitty is a very simple woman. She likes partying and she likes her friends, and that's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. And blood, sangria. Is the blood sangria like the people who supply the blood drunk? Is Kitty out drunk?
Yeah, no, you can. You're getting like sort of buzzed.
Oh hell yeah!
Like you would have to, for them to drink it and not pass the fuck out, to be maintain healthy, you would have to drink a good bit. Now, a good bit is there. Like you have the ability to get drunk here if you would like.
Oh my god.
Siren is keeping an eye on you. You have permission to do whatever the fuck you want, but Siren's the designated driver tonight.
Mom.
Siren is in mom mode, 1,000,000,000 fucking %. She's holding a drink to not look like a narc, but she has not touched it, and she is just watching every fucking thing that's going on and refusing to participate in the music.
The only way I can describe Kitty is hound, but is always good cop. Does that make sense?
Go fucking nuts, girl.
Cool. So she's she's socializing. That's what she wants to do.
The weirdest thing that you've seen is you've seen Fred drink from the sangria a little bit, like a couple little lips, like little lick laps, and he has started like dancing, just like he's up on the table doing his little dance, and like the Nos are incredibly enthused in this.
Is Spot here anywhere?
Spot, no one has seen
Spot's walking
Spot.
over Victor and Jim.
Okay, got it.
Spot is on surveillance.
Then no, she just sits and watches this fucking shit unfold.
You see one Nos come back, and he's got like a rat, but it's a pretty like big rat.
Ooh.
Like it's a little chunky boy.
Oh my goodness.
And it gives him like a little sip of like a little almost like thimble full of the sangria, and soon enough there is Fred and this little ghoul rat dancing on the table because you've given him this idea.
I immediately run outside and try to find Jim. Immediately.
And very quickly Jem and Victor are showing up.
I grab Jim's hand. I'm like, look at the does the rat have a name?
Yeah, his name is Timmy.
Look at Fred and Timmy. I can't talk to him, but he's very, and like you can tell this Nos is drunk as fuck. Oh my
like
god. I want to get on his level.
Whether or not he's drank from the blood guina or whatever.
Can we never call it that ever again, please? I'm fine being basically an NPC tonight. It actually is chill with me. But if you call it blood guina, I will get on a plane and stab you. Let's not.
You're not going to be able to make a sangria out of mine. It's not going to have the same effect.
You're already halfway there.
It's true. So he doesn't really talk.
Can I try to talk to him?
I mean, yours is still running if you would like to try to talk to little Timmy.
Hey Timmy, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I look at the Nosferatu like he can talk.
I can.
He can.
I try.
He tries.
This is really good.
Yeah, you having a good time?
Yeah, it beats the city is dirty.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would invite you back with us. Well, you're someone else's school. I can't do that. I know.
And he kind of like.
No. I'm sorry.
Kind of like leans against the random Nos that owns one of the ghoul rats.
I forgot he was a ghoul for a second. Someone's brought out a random rat.
Victor's gonna let Jem know we don't have to mosh pit. I might hurt somebody by accident.
Are we mosh pitting?
And you see little Timmy go,
no,
mosh pits.
Timmy wants a mosh pit. I would also like a mosh pit.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
I haven't been to one in ages.
The music is definitely not mosh pit. But that could be changed.
Victor still hasn't fully like clued in on where the music's coming from. Like he's waiting for the musicians to show up.
Oh,
So
honey.
you don't know where the music is coming from, but you have clocked like the multiple speaker boxes.
Okay. I thought everybody was getting earphones. That was Cody not understanding.
Oh, sorry. So it looks like there's multiple different types of music being played.
Okay.
Some are doing their music, and it was very quiet until the music started playing, where everybody could hear it, and that was coming through the PA system of the cemetery itself.
Okay. All right.
It's party music, but it's not loud enough to really like disturb the peace.
Sure.
It's like, oh, they're doing something in the cemetery. Okay, cool.
Somebody rented the cemetery for one of their weird parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's New Orleans.
Yeah,
I assume that's happened before.
If not, there's a walking tour, and that's the problem. So.
We have our own silent rave throughout St. Louis number 2.
Yeah.
So Ego walks in behind you guys and goes, sorry, I had to exhale. Drink. And he goes, ladies, gentlemen, everyone else, how's everyone doing? And he's very like trying to put on a party-esque vibe. Mm-hmm. Sorry, my goal wanted to be a part of the show too. And so Ego kind of like walks in like very self-presentory and walks over and actually takes a drink out of the iced concoction is really the only way to say it. Without grossing out Pixie.
Because I have
the blood concoction.
The other word.
Well, there's the blood guina, and then there's the iced refreshments.
I thought we settled. I thought it was sanguine.
Sanguina? Is that what it is? Sanguine?
I'm fine with sanguina. I'm not okay with blood guina.
I was saying it wrong to begin with. It's fine. So he walks over and he grabs like a solo cup full of the iced side, and he goes, are we having a mosh pit? Do we need to? And he looks to everyone else and like, do we need to have a mosh pit? And
thank you.
He actually like reaches inside his pants pocket and pulls out his cell phone. And a couple seconds later, you hear the music change to mosh pit worthy music.
Yeah.
And you see a couple of the Nos like head out to the fountain area. Some just kind of like roll their eyes and kind of pull a siren and like lean against the wall and like I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to.
She does the sup like head nod at them like yeah.
What is wrong with these people? And just kind of like they sip their drink. Hopefully eternity, but I don't know. So who's going out for the Fight Club Nosferatu mosh pit? Kitty, Gem, Victor, are you going out?
Victor's gonna stay to the side.
He's gonna watch for a minute.
Kitty
He's gonna watch
will grab your hand and try to push you with them.
Okay, I mean that is mosh pit-esque. Okay,
sure.
Give me a Victor. Give me. Let me pull up the contested stuff. Victor, give me, if you don't want to go, give me a
strength athletics.
Yeah, do a strength athletics. Kitty, give me a strength brawl to kind of like shove him like into it.
Will this be considered grappling?
Yeah, if you have a grappling like
I do.
Go for it. You can use that.
That's 5 successes.
I had 3.
Okay. Victor, while you're watching and trying to like analyze the situation, you feel yourself kind of getting like shoved like 2 or 3 feet forward into the vicinity, and you look and you're like, that was Kitty. Like you turn around like, I'm gonna fuck you. Oh, it's Kitty. Why am I now in this? And you were very quickly in this. And but people are kind of trying to like not bump into you because you're one, they know who you are. 2,
right,
you're not Nos. Like, is this okay?
Is this okay?
I
will at the very I will jump up and down.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I will do the like the jump around up and down.
Yeah.
And if somebody bumps into me, like that's fine. Like I am participating in the safest, least likely to incite the beast that I must
direct violence.
Murder you. Yeah. In this moment.
Direct violence.
So Kitty jumps in. Jem, you jump in. Siren, you look, and there is Victor, the vampire slayer, James Bond, Wolverine, Ghost Rider himself. Get up, get down, like jump around. It's very
without thinking,
interesting.
Unable to stop herself, she takes a sip.
Takes her phone out and starts
It's
to
good.
record.
Fucking
Her
damn
phone
it.
out.
And oh fuck shit. Like she realizes god damn it.
That's what but you also watched your very small code remember push the sheriff into
That
Yeah.
is not surprising to her. That is not surprising to her. Victor letting it happen
right.
instead of just putting her in the ground is surprising to her. That is the thing that triggers the drink. Kitty being Kitty, she's like, oh well. Victor doing this, she's the fuck hell of what fresh hell is this?
Like he kind of does like the dolphin, like jumps up, kind of like, yeah.
What white nonsense is this?
Oh, not quite that. No. We stay in time with the music, and it's and you know it's happy. That's the hey that's what he's got.
And this just continues, Siren. There's a little shoving. There's a Nosferatu that kind of gets thrown inside of the fountain, and he starts like looking around, and actually like he turns it on. Like there's a little like it starts pumping out water, and he like runs out and gets the like one jug of sanguina and tosses it in the fountain, and then comes back and gets another one, and very quickly this becomes a like blood fountain. And he's just like he's
change the music.
he's very much like Victor is doing, like just jumping and like keeping time to music in the fountain, just like with the water. Just the sanguina mix is just like splashing.
One thing Victor will do is keep that white shirt clean. So if there is any chance that he's gonna get blood on it, he's gonna nope the fuck out. Like
you see Victor kind of like hopping, like keeping in time, but he goes to the outside of the other side of the circle.
Get away from you. Wear white as a vampire. You better be prepared to keep it clean.
It's true.
All right? So
that's true.
That's like
as the Siren, are you really changing the music to kind of stop the mosh pit?
I didn't say I was.
Okay. I thought you said you were changing the music.
You said you changed it. You want to change the
Oh,
music?
in real life, I changed.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh.
running the OBS. Remember, I changed the stream music.
So very quickly, like it seems like it's not getting out of control, but the vibe has changed where like there's now some Nos that are like they're also in the fountain. It's wide enough like around for like 3 or 4 of them, maybe 5 of them to get inside and kind of like do the pogo.
Then yes, in fact, I would like to find a way to change the goddamn music. Because no, bitch, you may not remember what happened that night, but I do. And whereas I am not in charge of the magic that's happening anymore, it's not gonna happen on my watch. No fucking any kind of potential breach is happening on my fucking watch. No.
Yeah.
She is now the narc. She suddenly is that kid at the party where she's like, I'm gonna get in trouble. She used to be cool. She's not anymore. She's terrified.
Well, and that's the thing is Victor and Siren, you both kind of see like, okay, now this is getting stupid.
Yeah.
This is getting like, you wanted to drink out of the fountain, fine, we can wash that away. Now you're splish splashing around in a blood fountain.
Yeah, this is a good time for us to put on some I don't know Elvis Costello. I don't know what a
Cool
good.
down music.
Yeah. We gotta. Well, let's cool it down. Let's get some Sinatra going.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. Let's get a little Dean Martin. Let's get a little Rat Pack.
You went Dean Martin. I went acid jazz as a genre.
Sure.
Dean Martin is far superior. I recommend the song "Sway." So as Siren starts walking around of like, okay, who's in charge of the fucking music? You look and you see Ego trying to get in the fountain, and Ego is going to step in, and he starts kind of like shoves somebody out, and he's like, he's got his fist up and his head down, and he's getting, he's trying to mosh along with the music in the blood fountain. And Victor, once you start seeing the blood fountain, you're like, oh, okay, this is fucking enough.
I've been to, yeah, come on. I've seen some. What was that? What was their clan? The Sabat defectors. That.
Alex
Sombra.
La Sombra. Yeah,
this is some La Sombra shit going
on now.
We've taken a turn. All right, like it was all fun and games, so there was a blood fountain involved.
I was about to say, where was Jace for this? But no, where was Matthew for this? As our resident blood sorcerer, no matter what game we're playing.
True.
No matter what game. Where the fuck is Matthew?
I'd like to think he could feel it.
He knows. Somewhere on stage, he's like, blood.
It happened.
And so you're both trying to like, okay, cool it the fuck down. Siren's looking around for the music, and you see Ego take one of the nos and like smash his head into the fountain. And then you hear from behind you guys a very loud roar is the only way to describe it. A bestial primal roar. And you hear the music kind of skip, and it stops. And as you guys turn, you see Candide. And she's got her sword out.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. Not like this. I was doing so well.
I had started looking for speakers to break, but
you're no longer a part of like the mosh pit area. The only one that kind of is Jem and Kitty, but even at
stop.
I'm saying before that, like it had gotten to the point where like even you guys, the vibe changed very quickly before the head smash. And once everybody tried to like load themselves into the fountain, that's when it started getting weird. It wasn't a party with music. The vibe switched. And you turn and you see Candide like hopping off of one of the mausoleums, sword in hand. And the music skips. And she very quietly, but loud enough that all of the kindred in the area can hear. The party's over. Go home. Now. And she looks directly at Ego. And she's talking to everyone, but she's just staring at Ego. And very quickly, everybody starts to kind of climb out of the fountain. And you see there's one nos. He's just trying to like shovel the water blood sangria mix like into his face. Completely gone from like he's just trying to feed.
Oh, Beast has him. I'm gonna start to slowly make my way towards.
And everybody is very very slowly but with a purpose, like spreading out one away from the situation, to doing exactly what they're told and like leaving.
Taking the vest off.
Oh, now you're just white shirt. Like, oh,
I'm taking because I have to get the white shirt off.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
because he's about to go hit a bitch, and you don't want to get.
Be on Kitty patrol and just make sure she's held back from this moment.
Just take
who?
Kitty.
Kitty.
How dare you?
How dare you know her?
Let her watch. I just don't want her to get involved.
Siren drops the cup immediately and circles around. She'd like to find a way to essentially position herself. If Candide is here and Victor is going there, she'd like to be on the other side. She'd like to be able to see everything in case someone makes a move. In case this feral fucking Nos makes a move. She's celerity's there quick too. She is in position tactically.
Yeah. When she gets there, Victor will sort of lock eyes with her and nod, you know, and like approval. Good job.
Yeah. At this point, you've got Siren, Candide in the middle. You have this drinking Nos and Victor like walking up, and then Jem and Kitty to the sides.
And yeah, I'm assuming Kitty's swooning over, undressing Victor as he goes to kick ass. Meredith is right.
I'm more concerned about the feral Nos.
For the moment. Give it a second.
I'm gonna find somebody to take my shirt.
Just throw it. We'll catch.
Yeah, just take. I'll take the shirt, and then I put the vest back on.
Oh my god!
It's a clean look. It's a clean look. It's for this occasion. Okay, that's what this is for.
I'm trying to stay in control. It needs you to chill.
And Ego he steps out of the fountain, like looking down at this. He steps out of the fountain, and I think for the first time he realizes that maybe this was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And he's trying to like, hey, stop! We gotta go. And you see this Kindred's face, and he's Nos. He's very monstrous-esque, very like Angelus face, the over muscular forehead and face, and just fangs bared, and just like snarls at Ego.
I will.
You've seen this before, where somebody's lost control to the beast, whether it's be temporarily or not. He's definitely not thinking.
Sure. I will blink. I will enact celerity. So I will use blink to travel faster than the eye can see, and that's a rouse check that does increase my hunger. So that's up to 3 now.
You're at a 3. Okay.
Yep, I'm at a 3.
Still manageable.
Yes, and I will use. I don't think I need lethal body. Maybe prowess. Let's see if I can wrestle this guy with just strength brawl kindred focus.
Okay. Are you trying to? What is your end goal? Like to get him out of the fountain, to throw him, to?
I would like to take him from the fountain, and I would like to pin him face down on the ground outside of the fountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make that roll for me.
Okay. So that is 3 for strength, and for my brawl kindred with the focus, that's 5. So
okay.
So total of 8. One more. There it is. Oh, there's my hunger dice. There they are. Right there.
And everybody sees both Ego and Victor reaching for this guy, and when he snarls back, you see his face kind of. There's no soul left in that face. He is strictly beast at the moment, and you realize that how muscular and strong this individual looks like he is. He doesn't match Ego size for size, but he's not tiny little Duncan, like I'm just an Austin name. I'm the yo-yo guy. He looks like he was a athletic individual in his previous life. What did you get, Victor?
I got I'm actually posting it in the chat now, but it is 3 criticals, another success, and then a hunger dice success.
Okay. So you see this Nos like snarl at Ego, and Ego like he visibly gets shaken and backs up, not expecting that form of beast to just be staring at him so close. Victor, not being fazed by this, having seen it numerous times in his existence before, pulls snatches him out, rotates the Nos in midair, and then slams his face and chest and body into the ground. And at this point, Victor, you know that you have overpowered him in a way that you're controlling the situation.
Yeah. I would like to. I'm gonna look at Candide, and I'll just say, I'll ask, Torpor.
And she just kind of like saddeningly just kind of nods her head.
Okay. I am fully deferring. It is completely a question.
It's definitely the right answer to the situation of someone who's lost himself to the beast, even temporarily.
Right.
You've got to let that shit run its course.
Right. So what do I think is the fastest way to torpor him? I don't think bludgeoning him in the back of the head a lot is like just stake him.
Staking him would probably be the best way. Now, you usually have a stake on you. Is that what you're going to use? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can stake him through the back into the heart.
Yeah. Out of the boot, stake in, with the quickness.
Now, is this by chance the same stake that, like the hard rock stake, or is this one that you've fashioned before?
Oh, this is a different stake.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was like inlaid with crosses.
No.
Okay.
This is.
Are you using the Second Inquisition?
I'm not using the Second Inquisition stake. No, that's a business stake. I only want a party stake.
That's only for tonight. Above,
yeah. That is that's a
It's the little black dress of steaks.
Yeah, exactly. This is more like the chopstick of steaks. Like this is smaller, it's portable, it's exactly.
Goes from day to night really easily.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So yes, I do. If you need me to roll, I will.
There's no roll check in this situation with the previous roll. There's nothing that he could really do to fight back.
Sure.
And with your experience, it's a very quick action, and the Nos lays still underneath of you.
I will. As soon as he's still, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna look at everybody because guilt. Victor feels, I guess, the closest thing he can to guilt, and be like, apologies. I will learn how to dance better in the future. And he'll go and try to get his shirt from whoever has it.
Yeah.
Kitty. It's Kitty.
Oh, that's Kitty's now.
Yeah.
She's wearing it already, actually.
Just lights incense and starts swinging it by. It's the presentation of the shroud.
Yeah, you see Candide kind of flip her sword in her hand and very quickly just like roll it and put it back. And she walks up to Ego and says, "This was going to happen at some point." And she looks around, and the other Nos they're back, but being who they are in nature, aren't just going to like roll the fuck out. You see a lot of eyes around you, and Candide seems to match those. This is what happens when you go out amongst the kind and behave as they do. Have your fun, have your parties, have common fucking sense. You can have your fun. You can have your Dionysian blood rituals. Respect the atmosphere. And she turns and walks away. Now, Victor, you would know that probably the best thing to do would be to either to take this kindred to a sanctuary of sorts, like essentially a kindred jail cell for the night to sleep off the beast.
Sure.
Or
well, I mean, they're not moving. Like they're
it's you have to move him at this point.
Yeah. I was gonna leave him to the NOS, because like I know I'm called a sheriff. I don't have a jail cell. It's there. I got one solution, man, and and
it's like you can take him before the prince, or you can kill him right here, or you can leave him with the NOS. It's up to you.
Yeah. So I was gonna leave him to the NOS. So as Candide is leaving, I will turn to Ego. I trust you can take responsibility for them until they're able to rouse.
And he looks to you and looks back to him and doesn't say anything, but just kind of nods. Like this was unexpected.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to make him feel any worse. I just know that right now, of the options we've got Prince, we've got Sunrise, and Candide, or you, bro. So if you can get your dude sober and get him home, go for it. Otherwise, I can't. But I don't have a babysitters club.
Yeah, you really don't.
That's us, isn't it? That's our future as the Hounds. We're the babysitters club.
Yeah.
Siren, it's you.
Tonight,
so
yeah,
sorry.
usually no. Just tonight. This is not a normal thing, I hope.
Ego kind of looks over and kind of nods to a couple guys, and they step forward and actually help him lift him into one of the nearby mausoleums. Or not mausoleums, the caskets, the cement caskets, and puts him inside and just slowly covers the headstone, not headstone, but the covering, the cover stone.
I'm gonna look at Siren, give her a like good job nod.
Just again with the cool guy head nod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I try something? Can I turn on Sense the Unseen and look around the base of the fountain and see if there's any runes or anything that reminds me of what was on the roof the night that absolutely nothing happened at the party?
Yeah. So you have
absolutely nothing happened.
You have your because you can just click that on essentially. Go ahead and make me a wits awareness roll.
Well, fuck you. You know, that's just rude. How many luck points do we have?
You have a ton. You have definitely enough to roll the max of 5 if you want. If you want
that, because fuck this. That was rude. That is also rude. I got one success.
Yeah. You look around.
Out of 7 things rolled. What the balls?
You look around the base. You look around where you saw a Nos like trying to turn things on. Maybe there he was, carving or writing or manipulating. It's all covered in blood. There's nothing that really sticks out to you that you can see amongst the blood fountain and WWE event that just happened.
Sure. Okay. With Sense the Unseen, nothing's like sparkling.
Nothing's like glowing to you. No.
Okay. She'll turn it off really quickly because we don't sense the unseen in graveyards, boys and girls.
You're safe until the unseen sends you back. And
you're safe until you roll
okay.
7 successes in a graveyard.
Yeah. Listen,
I think that's what I think you rolled like 7. Like
it was gross. Whatever it was unnecessary.
I'm gonna whistle for Spot to come back to me, so Spot's on my shoulder again.
She's gonna look to where Candide walked away and whisper to her, just, "I'm so sorry."
And you don't hear anything back.
Yeah, that's okay. She's mortified right now.
But Spot hops off the nearest mausoleum because he was doing as instructed and was following to Victor and Jem. And
is Timmy okay?
Is what?
Is Timmy okay?
You don't see Timmy or Fred. They're inside the mausoleum.
Oh, I whistle for Fred as well.
Fred comes back walking on his hind legs, just kind of dancing. he is totally cool, but a little fucked up. Like you got a cat drunk, and behind him, little Timmy is coming out too, just like following him. Like you don't see him because of the size difference until Fred moves.
This American Tail sequel got weird.
Right?
Little
Fred,
Timmy is
Fred.
like kind of.
Fred, read the room.
Okay, I think,
Looks around and
this
goes,
was a productive night.
I miss the excitement.
You did. You and Spot head back home.
Okay, can I get a drink first?
No.
And he looks at like the bloody ground and the fountain of just sanguina, and he's just like, and he walks away. And it is you all and Ego left there. Ego is looking very like, this fucked up. This
did not go as planned.
This looks great on me.
Where is it?
It is not here.
He's listening to the Batman and Robin soundtrack.
But he didn't come out at all during the commotion.
You haven't seen Id since he walked away.
Huh.
By this point, he's probably on Maloko's Fun for Me. He's doing great.
Files that away. Siren will remember. He was way too chill about this.
He's got his earphones. Those really superior, spongy Walkman earphones.
Yeah.
That drown out all others.
Soundproofing at its finest.
God,
You can fart in 2 rooms away and you're like, what was that? Was that bass?
And he just very quietly is like, I think we should go.
Yeah, it is about that time.
She'll walk up to Ego and hold her hand out. I'm really sorry. I hope we didn't get you in too much trouble.
Oh, he shakes your hand. It's part of the condition. So be safe getting home. And maybe next time we won't have a fountain.
It was a really awesome party, though.
I thought so. He just kind of stares at the casket.
Yeah, well, have a good night.
You as well. Thank you for coming. Sheriff, I apologize. Thank you for controlling the situation.
I'm grateful that I was able to subdue him in a way that is less than permanent.
I believe that he will also be appreciative of that tomorrow night.
Please follow up with me. I'd like to know how he is tomorrow.
Of course.
I know it can be difficult recovering from a bout of the beast. So if there are any other issues, please let me know. I would like to help.
Of course. And he just kind of like nods to you and just goes back to watching the casket.
I will be leaving enough to afford the rest of the coterie or anybody else that's present if they want to talk about anything without me in earshot. I am attempting to be considerate of that.
Okay. So
Victor's gonna fit, right?
Yeah, so Ego is still nearby to where you all are. You're all still near the fountain.
Siren actually follows Victor out.
Okay. So unless there's anything that Kitty and Jem would like to talk about.
Are you okay? Kitty?
Yeah, what?
Are you okay?
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Because you said the Nosferatu are like around. I'm gonna wave at Yo-Yo, and I'm gonna leave.
Well, you don't see Yo-Yo.
No, my boy.
Yo-Yo. As you all are walking out, you start to Kitty and Jem, as you two are walking out, you start to hear footsteps like rapidly approaching, like running up from behind you.
Okay, turn around.
And you turn around and you both see Yo-Yo, and he runs up to you, Kitty, and goes, "Are you okay? I heard the sheriff had to stake somebody."
Yeah, I'm okay. I wasn't anywhere near them.
Okay. Sorry. And then he turns around and walks away.
This is the new YA fantasy book, y'all.
Yo-Yo wasn't there, but he was going to make an entrance to like check and make sure that
it's
Kitty
Yo-Yo
was okay.
and Kitty. It's are you team Yo-Yo or are you team Victor? This is the trilogy now. This is it.
I like the fact that me and Kitty were thinking the same thing. Like, we gotta say goodbye to Yo-Yo. Like, he was gonna make an appearance.
Okay, good.
Oh, Yo-Yo's vampire Bill. Yo-Yo's vampire
Yeah, he really
Bill.
is like.
Yeah.
Okay, Suki.
Yeah.
Suki.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Well,
Victor's
you're
the.
Seed.
I heard Fantasia got a little bit weird tonight. You okay? Suki. Suki.
Oh man.
So you guys make it to the end custodian at the gate. Your bikes are there. Siren Hammy is there in the Explorer. Sorry, the Escalade. I always forget. Hammy drives the Escalades. Iris drives the Explorers.
There you go.
Iris gets the mom vehicles of style.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't see all the need for all the superfluous bullshit. You see what can only be Hammy. You see the two bikes there, and we leave you guys outside of the cemetery to have conversations, whatever you need to do, without the Nos being around to hear.
Victor, would you join me for a moment? She gestures to the car. Because I assume Hammy knows shit, and if not, he'll keep his goddamn mouth shut.
Sure.
Hammy knows a lot.
Yeah.
One moment. And Victor's gonna put his shirt in his saddlebags, then come sit in the car.
Still in just the vest.
Victor, there is
Clean
a very bland looking man.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of overweight, balding. You guys have seen Pick of Destiny with Jack Black and Kyle?
Yeah.
He looks like Kyle Gass.
Okay.
He kind of holds out very shakingly. I was told this is yours.
Oh, Jerry, it's okay.
Hi.
Hey,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
thanks, Jerry.
You're welcome. And he looks directly at you, Victor, and goes, "If you get her hurt, I will kill you." And then very, very shakenly, like that was all the motivation and confidence he could muster up, and he is done for the night. And very turns and tries to casually walk away.
I miss you. Let's get coffee or something. Oh, bye.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
He's just.
Well done, Jerry. I'll go sit in the car.
So.
You want all of us in the car?
No, it's just we walked out before y'all. We're not even. Yeah.
Sure. That's what I thought. I just wanted to.
Sorry, my Sway's time frame got mixed up there. So Jem and Kitty, you're still walking out. Victor,
we're being said goodbye to by Yo-Yo.
Yeah, Yo-Yo's like, "Hi, are you okay?"
We're being very respectfully making sure we're okay.
So.
The poll has said
it's tied. It's
tied
literally
Victor and
tied.
Yo-Yo.
Yeah, no. Thanks to that, Voodoo contributed 1,000 channel points to swing the vote. I love all of you so much. Anyway, but at Victor, so there's some things you need to know about the party that in any other circumstances I wouldn't tell you. Wouldn't tell anyone, not supposed to tell anyone. But given what happened last time, we kept big things from you, and given that we are all trying to start off on a new foot as far as trust and working together, I feel it's only right to let you know who you're working with, what you might be working with.
Dollar.
And she's going to, in the essence, in respect of time, because it's 11:30 at night, and I don't want to keep everybody here. Cliff
It's
notes.
fine. We're scheduled until midnight.
She will tell him. Yeah, but still, I don't want to. It's fine. They were all here. They all saw what happened. She will tell him what happened. At lay party.
So you briefly get recounted of the fact that do you tell him about the runes and everything, the magic?
I tell him we are investigating how it happened. We know it was not. We know it was a fluke and a combination of strange happenings.
Do you tell him about the daughters?
No.
Okay.
At the moment, no. She gives him the closest, easiest, most simple thing she can, and gives a very specific, like, we are doing everything we can to keep an eye on it and figure out what happened and why. However, I need to make you aware there's some things I'm not gonna, until we know more details, I'd rather not bring you in, but I didn't want you thinking I was lying to you. So that's the front she presents it with. It is not his problem to face. He is dealing with much bigger things as the sheriff. However, there may come a moment when she is in trouble or this comes up again and she needs him to know in advance that it's a possibility.
Do you tell him about vampires being superpowered for the night?
As far as she knows, it was only her. She was the only one who did it. She doesn't know all the details of what happened with Jem. She doesn't. She doesn't know exactly how it happened, but she doesn't want to drag Jem into the secret without it being into the conversation without Jem's permission. So she focuses it on her. As a, hey, weird shit was going down. And to be fair, Jem's thing did not have the power to fuck up everybody else in the room. It was very self-contained. It doesn't seem like as big of a risk. It doesn't feel like as big of a time bomb to let slide. Hers does, just in fucking case.
Yeah.
But she ends with, the good news is, apparently, if I ever step out of line, you have an ironclad excuse to shoot me. It worked. She does.
So, well, that's what I as a storyteller, I'm asking is, how much are you revealing that was your fault? Do you tell them that you swayed an entire room of kindred? What weird shit are you alluding to?
Yes, she does.
So without telling the bloodline, so
does he ask is the question.
So she tells you that through her singing, she lost herself in her singing. Mm-hmm. And that kindred seem to, in much of the same way that awe and presence abilities, whether it be daunt or awe, that she was almost worshipped by a lot of the kindred in the room. She doesn't specify the prince. She doesn't specify the primogen, but she says the kindred. Do you specify that Kristoff, the Tremere primogen, was not swayed by it?
No.
Okay.
I tell him we're doing as much investigating as we can. I wait to see if he asks any follow-up specific questions or if he's going to let it go. But and that feels like a thing to bring up if it becomes more relevant. At present, it's not.
And that Vegas, the Toreador primogen, shot her 3 times in the chest to get her to stop. That's what she tells you.
Okay. Can I roll intelligence? Would it be occult or I don't have any in academics, so that's not going to help me. There's no like history check. So I guess I'm trying to basically make like a D&D history check to see what I know or what this sounds like.
If you recognize this energy vibe situation.
I would think occult if I could try to think if there's.
We'll do intelligence, occult, and you have we'll add a specialty dice for, we'll say kindred history.
Okay.
Being one of the oldest and being one that has to be familiar with a lot of bullshittery that other clans do.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. Okay, here we go. What is that? Okay, that's 3. So one success.
So with 1 success, you think it's odd that presence, like awe or daunt, that the presence abilities could be so powerful in one so young.
Right.
You don't know if it's diablerie. You don't know if there's something else that would have, that maybe like a La Sombra could have boosted something, maybe a Tremere, and then it clicks, and maybe Siren is working with the clanless, not the Caitiffs, but the
Thin Bloods.
The Thin Bloods. That Thin Blood alchemy has been known to boost something.
But she told me about the runes on the roof, right?
She said she did not. So
she did not. I apologize.
I blanket everything other than the effect that I had, and then I'm not exactly sure why it happened. I blanket everything under we are doing some research. I don't want to give you false information while we're trying to figure it out. That is the baseline.
Okay.
It was like super awe. If people were damn near worshiping her while singing, and she lost herself in her songs. It sounds like something was boosted, and it could be Thin Blood alchemy. It could be somebody else working against her.
Yeah.
Like using her stuff against her.
Yeah.
You've seen that with some of the Sabbat rituals.
Sure. It's
weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It is weird. So he's gonna think about it for a moment. That's very odd.
You're telling
I've
me.
heard of. There are some ways to increase one's power, but even that is has limitations to it. I appreciate that you're looking into this. I do have a lot on my plate, but I'm going to reach out to some contacts, some former colleagues, and see if they have any
if it's all
insight.
the same, they're not people local, correct?
No.
Good. We're already concerned about wires getting crossed as far as local research goes, and I would hate for anything to be muddying the waters, so if you've got sources, make sure they're outside the city, separate from anything that's going on here, and have no reason to be involved. Please.
I don't have. You have been present pretty much every time I've met someone in the city.
It's
What
it's
do
one
you
of the
do when
reasons
you're
why
alone?
it's one of the reasons why the prince made him the sheriff, is because he's an outsider.
Yeah.
And can act with some sort of neutrality.
No, she assumed. So he does a lot of what while he's alone? What?
I like watching movies and TV. I think the kids call it a bungee watch.
The word you're looking for is binge.
Oh.
I have this idea of like the prince and Victor
just like renting out a movie theater
like,
and just sitting there.
Camille and Victor like getting caught up on the last like 40 years of pop culture. And
today we're watching the entire extended Lord of the Rings trilogy, bitch. Let's go.
Yeah, something like that.
Next time we go to war, they're both screaming for Frodo. Like, I would love to see the prince in Aragorn mode. Can we please have that? Please, I beg you.
Yeah, I like movies. I like is it the
you feel like a Western guy. I feel like
Westerns,
John Wayne would be up your alley.
Westerns were real big when I was a kid. I remember seeing what was it? Hi ho silver away.
The Lone Ranger.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
good
the Lone Ranger. Zorro. There were Zorro movies when I was a kid.
She makes a note to make sure he's seen Briscoe County Jr.
Yes.
Yeah. She makes a note. Also, Pixie makes a note to make sure every single one of you has fucking watched that show, start to finish.
There were those. I really liked.
Yes, Studio Ghibli! Please let Kitty be around to introduce him to Spirited Away! Please!
I really liked
Assuming that Kitty's seen Studio Ghibli.
That's fair.
They used to have these pulp magazines when I was a kid that they were who was it? Who was my favorite? It was a guy on Mars. That
John
I really
Carter?
liked. Yeah. I liked the idea of going.
That makes me happy.
Going far away, and there was the barbarian guy Conan. I liked that one. Not the Austrian
We're
guy.
kind of getting
Conan.
off topic here, Victor. I would love to get to know more about you later.
Sorry.
But thank you, TP. Yeah. I was gonna raid TPK roleplay at the end of stream. And
I was looking at them too. I was like, we should roll that.
I was gonna raid you.
Welcome, TPK. Welcome, Raiders.
That was amazing. I was literally gonna. I had it set up, and then you were like, "We're going to midnight." I was like, "Never mind." Hello.
But yeah, no, I'll reach out to I'll reach out to Alexandra and a few other contacts that I have. I'm specifically thinking of Alex because she is because they're La Sombra and because they would know about magic and weird like this is them written like all over it. So
it's very to boost shit like that. It's either La Sombra or it's Tremere.
Yeah,
and I mean, if you have contacts, like obviously Alex would be the best bet.
I mean that's my first stop. One, because they've been here, and two, I just saved them. They owe me, and
a little bit,
and three, I'd rather start with like weird stuff, where somebody that because like a Tremere would be like, oh, you're in New Orleans. Well, there's Tremere there. I don't have to tell you because Tremere, like no, let me work from there, and then I'll see if I have any other contacts or if I need to put points in something or whatever.
Well, you also know that you're one of the very few people that have La Sombra contacts.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of people
in the city
here
don't have a good relationship with them right now. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, Sabat, bring me a primogen, bring me a leader, so we can kill them before we let you into the city.
Yeah,
that kind of relationship. You're one of the very few people that have a working relationship, let alone a friendship with a Sabat.
Right.
Or with a La Sombra, sorry.
Yeah.
No longer Sabat.
Former Sabat. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, so I'll send you some stuff that she might come up with.
Yeah, I mean, I have a vague idea of what actually happened, but yeah, whatever sort of role, if they point me in a good direction or bad direction, I'm just that feels like the course of action Victor would jump on.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because he's not jumping to because she told him, and so he doesn't jump to oh, you're trying to ensorcel everybody. Like,
yep.
Okay, you brought this to me, let me see if I can help you figure it out.
She also, as it seems like the conversation's winding down, she perhaps grabs his arm before he's able to leave the vehicle, and she I think you know how hard it is for me to come to you about this, because your job is to hunt down vampires like me or others who fuck up. Victor, if I'm ever in danger of hurting my coterie or the city, you put me down faster than you've ever put down anyone in your life.
I respect that, and I will, but...
Victor.
Oh, no, I
need you to say the words.
I will end you.
I will end you.
Thank you.
I will introduce you to the true death without hesitation or warning, and I have no compulsions about doing that. However, I would like you to understand something. People on the red list, people that I've spent most of my second life hunting, these are people that chose to do breaches, chose to do things beyond breaches, beyond taboos. These are people that were, for the most part, evil. You haven't made that choice yet. Doesn't mean I won't do anything and everything to protect your coterie and this city. But don't equate yourself to them. Not yet.
Not yet. Good.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. That yet applies to all of us. That's the price we pay for eternity.
I assumed as much. In any case, I think it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Because that's kind of just our vibe. Hardly anyone knows about this. Even within the kindred of the city. There's very, very few people we've been able to trust, because obviously, if something's going wrong or something is going differently than expected.
I think that is my one question. Because the prince didn't tell me about this. He was in attendance, right?
He doesn't remember.
That's
fucked up. Terrifying. Uncomfortable. Vegas barely remembers. He remembers pulling himself out of it long enough to realize something was going wrong and shoot me where I stood. Like I said, I'm terrified, Victor.
I understand.
Good. So, I'll keep you posted of any updates I may have in that area, but as I mentioned, you have more than enough to be getting on with as the sheriff, and I see this as my responsibility to figure out. But if I need anything or anything else comes to light that may be affecting the entire city in a way that you can help, I will let you know. In the meantime, I'm asking for a little bit of flexibility as a hound, that I might be able to do some investigating on my own without interference.
Absolutely. I have no need or desire to interfere with anything that you're researching.
I appreciate that. Now, is there anything we can do for you tonight in lieu of what just happened back in the graveyard?
I am not a people person.
I feel like even Hammy laughs in the front, like the stuff of the car. Like,
yeah. He does. He doesn't make an audible because he's very like, I'm not dying tonight. But there's definitely like if you so where you're sitting, you can kind of catch the smile of his face, and he just kind of like,
yeah. Siren does not have that self-control. She audibly chuckles. Sorry, go on. You were saying very poignant information.
Don't get me wrong. I'm very good at leading people. But that's usually when bullets are flying and things are exploding. No, I need... You all are very social. And that's good. I'm hoping that after the events of tonight, you can help motivate the kindred at large. The number of contacts that you have to really work at sorting out some of this church-based problem.
We're working on that. Promise.
I know. I know. And from what you've told me, I can understand why you would be distracted. However...
Not quite distracted. Prioritizing as things come up. You know, great painters sometimes didn't work on one project at a time, one masterpiece. They moved from... If they got stuck on one, they moved to the other, and it helped keep their minds sharp. If we get stuck on the white-collar issue, we move back to this. If they overlap, if they don't, it keeps us busy. Keeps me busy.
I agree. Let me shorten the request then. Delegate.
Once I find people I can trust, absolutely.
When it comes to the collars, it's everyone's problem.
I know.
Good.
She, flashback to Vegas just fucking murdering her ghoul earlier. Yeah, I know.
Good. Good. So, anyone that's not focused on that, help them see the light.
Happily.
And about that time, Victor, facing outside of the car, you're facing the cemetery. You see Jem and Kitty walk up.
I'll get out of the car and head to ladies.
Siren takes a moment to put her party persona, her public face back on before she rolls down one of the windows and leans out. Bitches want to ride anywhere? Only Hammy will know that she was like panicking for a solid 5 seconds after Victor left the car, and before she rolled the window down, she was just having a small panic attack. And then she pulled it back together and, sup?
Kitty just looks over and goes, "You looking for a good time?"
What is your definition of good in this particular instance? Because
Not what happened tonight.
Yeah, I need some very specific parameters from you, because you're still smiling from everything that happened in there.
You'll rarely catch me without a smile on my face. You already know that.
Yeah, that's fair. So,
listen, for $20, you can set what happy is here.
Hey man, $20 is $20.
So after party, anybody? Strippers? Strippers and drugs?
I mean, you guys were only there for like an hour.
No,
maybe,
I know.
Yeah,
maybe,
the night is young.
Maybe 2 hours at the most. The NOS party is over.
Yeah, no shit.
However, I mean, there's always, you guys can always go back to Les Ave and finish up the night or whatever. But no, go ahead.
I'm gonna take a walk. Yeah, she's gonna head to Camille's.
Okay.
Then if Kitty's taking her bike and doesn't want to go, where's Kitty heading then?
No, man. Where are you going?
You play anything, Kitty?
Do I play anything?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Get in.
I see Kitty playing a variety of instruments.
I play.
Do you play anything?
Other than the hearts and souls of your friends and lovers.
Get in. We'll bring you back for the bike. Or follow us. That's fine too.
I'll get in the car.
Yeah.
I have my keys.
Yeah. We should look at getting motorcycle harnesses installed on all the backs of the.
Hammy turns around and goes, "Miss Kitty, would you like someone to pick up your bike?"
They're very good. Yeah.
And he holds his hand out for the keys.
Love you, Hammy.
He takes a step out and he actually puts them in the saddlebag and texts somebody. And then a few seconds later, you see somebody actually walk up and look at the bike and be like,
God, I love Hammy and his people.
Hammy has his people.
I know, I love him.
I love that.
I love Hammy so much.
You have Hammy. Hammy has his people.
I know. I don't have Hammy. I borrow Hammy. Hammy's a loner.
Before Kitty gets into the car, she'll walk on to Victor and like lean up, put a kiss on his cheek, and be like, "Have a good night," and then get in the car.
Girl, fucking.
They go.
Oh God, damn. Siren would like to invite Kitty over to the place and show her the instruments and see if any strike her fancy. If she ever wants to learn, Siren feels like teaching may be a way to blow off steam, but also just invites Kitty for a slumber party, essentially.
Hell yeah.
She's like, she had to keep her cool that entire fucking night, and now she just like wants to pretend like she's a goddamn young adult again at parties because she did not get to enjoy herself tonight.
Sure.
She wouldn't let her enjoy herself tonight, but she's like, I don't ever do. She was gonna invite Jem, but then Jem is focused and doing her own shit, but she does text Jem at some point. She's like, if you want to come hang out after, let me know. and just if Jem wants to come. But she's shows her the instruments, except for I'm assuming there's still 1 or 2 guitars Vegas didn't take that she's still not allowed to touch. It's just
the ones hanging up don't fucking touch.
Exactly.
Like you could and probably get away with it, but it's like no, he'll know kind of thing.
Don't not those 2, but this bass that's on the floor. I feel like you get. She's like, I feel like you get into this. Like, and she's like pointing out little instruments and like whatever, and like every now and then she's like, if you want to learn, or if you just want to rock out, or if you just want to chill and watch some fucking Anne of Green Gables. I don't goddamn care at this point. I just,
she'll take
I feel like it's a guilty pleasure for Siren.
Nice.
Yeah. Like,
so you guys are gonna jam out for a little bit?
Yeah, I'll pick up a bass and let her teach me how to play it.
I like it.
And now Siren's true evil plan begins.
Siren, let me ask you a question.
Vampires. Oh no, what?
Make me a willpower check.
Shit! God damn it! I forgot. I don't like you at all.
I can't wait to just die right now.
I know.
Just as I was getting my YA novel romances going.
You're welcome. They have to come rescue you now from me. That's your welcome. I'm setting up your plot.
Ah, thank you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So 2 successes, but a hunger crit fail.
Okay.
That's 0 success.
So I've evened out.
But here's what I want to do before we wrap up tonight. Kitty, I want you to roll me let me look at Kitty sheet.
Go ahead.
Kitty.
Yeah.
I want you to roll me a charisma performance.
Oh.
I'm good at that. Kinda. Roll. That's 1 success.
Okay. So, Siren, you start to feel yourself lose control of the night. You start to feel yourself like, I'm just going to fucking let go because fuck tonight. But dear God, Kitty fucking sucks at playing bass guitar.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
And there is nothing that kills the vibe more than it's just and it just, you can't get into the groove to lose yourself.
Thank God.
Kitty, when rolling badly saves the night.
I
was hoping Kitty was like, I want to roll 5 extra dice.
Why do you hate me?
You will.
Why do you hate me? She is going to just be in teacher mode tonight. Then she is going to be in like, if you want to learn, we'll try other instruments. If you don't like this one, we can try other ones. Not drums, that's mine. But we can try you on guitar, we can try on bass, we try on piano. Even like, I feel like maybe you'd be into that. Like, you got good hands, you got quick hands. Like you've got quick reflexes. I feel like you could be. So she just like, we'll let her test out other instruments and like see how she feels and if any of them vibe with her. But if she just wants to watch movies, that's fine too.
Kitty, if there's ever a time that you need to that you want to learn how to play a musical instrument, you can have tutors from Siren and Ghouls. But that is we got one last scene that I want to do, and it may be a scene, it may not. Okay. Jem, on your way back as you're walking back to the clubhouse, roll me a wits awareness.
And how well you do depends on if it's a scene or someone just kidnaps you.
Oh no.
Wits awareness.
Hey, we have 2 luck points. Please use them both. It's the end of the night.
Yeah, there's a crit fuck
Okay.
you. That's dumb. There's a crit success and a crit fail on my hunger die. So
use your luck dice. Use your luck dice.
I'm going to. How many do I have?
2. Of course, so sway.
Both of those succeeded.
Oh, thank
Okay. So as you're walking back, you're a little lost in thought. You're thinking about everything that happened at the cemetery. You're thinking about the fact that you were just a part of the justice that had to be served when somebody lost their mental fortitude. You got to see a Nos flirt for maybe their first time in fucking existence with Kitty.
He was so good at it. Good job.
that thought takes you straight to how good Candide looked tonight.
Oh God, just by panic.
And then as you're just kind of looking around like, dear God, you catch a glimpse of a man that you could have swore you saw in your vision.
Suit?
A suit. The man that was previously wearing a suit. It's the briefcase that catches your eye.
Plane?
It's a plane.
The plane.
It's a plain briefcase, but the man is no longer wearing a suit. He's wearing a very nondescript black pants, black shoes, black coat, and a white collar.
Hey! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, is he on the same side of the street?
He's not. He's across the street. He's walking the same direction as you.
Does he see me?
He doesn't see you. He looks very like not paying attention to what he's actually doing. Like he's walking with a purpose, and that purpose has nothing to do with looking around to watch whoever might be looking.
He is going to slow down a couple of paces, but keep him in her sight.
Okay.
But make sure that like she's behind him. Are there any other priests on the street?
No, you just see him. He's walking solo down the strip.
Okay.
Not down the strip. At this point, like you guys, where Camille's isn't really on the strip, sort of say.
Right.
But he's walking down the street. It's still populated. It's not Bourbon Street populated, but it's still populated.
I'm just gonna follow him.
Okay. Would you like to be on the same side? Like, would you like to cross the road and be on the same side as he is, or?
We'll cross the street.
Okay. So we will leave off tonight with Jem following a priest from her vision.
We're just jamming out, and Megan's about to die on the street. I texted her. I invited her to come hang out. I want the record to show that I invited her to come hang out.
I'm not gonna die.
I invited her to come hang out.
I'm gonna fuck a priest.
Oh God.
Well, what's funny is maybe she never would have saw that if she wasn't walking down the street.
Then maybe it would be okay.
And you're all welcome. I just saved New Orleans.
I did it.
Have you happy yet? But she has decided.
Yeah.
So Pixie, I sent you the one that I would suggest, unless you had somebody else in mind.
I was about to ask if you were gonna stream, but if not, then.
No, not tonight. Not tonight. But I want to thank everybody, cast and crew and kind in the audience. Thank you guys so much for a good episode tonight. We got to watch what a Nosferatu party looks like when it comes unhinged a good bit. And got some good conversations, got some great role play from you guys. I appreciate it. So we are going to, did that actually kick off? It did. Okay, so we are going to raid Long Lost Lore tonight. They're doing some horror gameplay, so content warnings here apply there apparently. Just keep in mind there might be some horror going on, but we will see you guys next week. Make sure to hit the notifications and the follow button, and turn on all notifications for Rep RPG, and join the Discord server so you can see all the greatness that comes soon this week. And I will go ahead and say goodbye unless there's anything else anybody wants to say. All right, we love you guys.